Another video here. We actually reached, let's say, I think 850 subscribers. I know I've been like, hey, if you guys ain't Christians, go bye-bye. I've been like that for a while. Because, not because I am, but we got to reach probably 1,000 because we got the 3,000 watch hours and blah, 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 blah. Let's see who shows up today, huh? Let's see who shows up. Anyway, we have to talk about Elon Musk and his rogue AI. I call it rogue AI because new AI. If we don't remember that a while ago we had Teslas burning and we had Trump basically against Musk too. Magically, everybody's been against Trump. So if we turned Musk against humanity, Grok 4, this is Tech Crunch, USA Today, one day ago, 6 hours ago, Elon Musk updates Grok. This comes from technology. So like and subscribe. We'll see if we can get to 1,000. I was just shutting the channel down for fun, and now I'm just kind of like, whatever. Last time I had those psychotic terrorists get on here, well, a while ago, and I shut the channel down anyways, they're psychotic terrorists. Just saying. Yeah. Anyway, after pursuing Hitler earlier praising Hitler, oh my gosh, technology. These guys are biased. I'm just saying. Hello back. Well, after praising, this is science.com. This is the reason why Musk is going to develop a super AI that's going to be super intelligent, not just, standard intelligence, what they call it, you got a name for it, where it's just general intelligence. They say it's an 8-year-old. No, I think it's more like they said 6. They said that the general intelligence of Grok is a 6-year-old human being. Let me just explain something to everybody. Artificial intelligence cannot learn. It's impossible. The reason why I say that is because it has to be programmed to learn. It breaks down different scenarios just like us, and it comes up with what it has been programmed to do. So as it brings in the information, it decides through a breakdown of right and wrong, the program that's inside the artificial intelligence finds the best secrets, the best way. AI is great at finding, the Library of Alexandria. Hi back. The friendly man living in your walls. It's right on. I was going to do Tweaker Friends to kind of do a Super Friends spinoff way back in the day. Have never done Tweak, but I knew Tweakers, and I was going to do Tweaker Friends, and it was going to be awesome because there was going to be people in the walls in that show, and a Justice League for the Tweakers. It would have been a cool show, but I got busy. Liver King want to fight you. That's okay because I think he's too busy rubbing up on Joe Rogan right now. I think those two got a love affair going on. Just saying, I'm just saying that, just observation. The two may kiss and make up. I mean, this is today's day and age. I mean, how do you know? You hate somebody, and then next thing you know, it's like, Cinderella and the whatever happened with that. Just saying. The two of them are having a love. I'll just say. Can I tell you a joke? Just don't tell me about a tree grow. Okay? Just saying. But you can go ahead and say that as long as it's not satanic. We're Christian here. Definitely back in Battlestar Galactica. And what Hafer, was it Trish Hafer, whatever her name is? I will get it in a minute. Yeah, anything that's not real too rude that'll get us kicked off of this platform. Yeah, and nothing about a tree grow. Okay, we've heard that before. I got a bunch of college kids from the SUU moving in across the road, and they may want to find you and beat you down to death. These are football players. They're big. They're mean. Yeah, and they're black. And if they find out you're saying the tree grow stuff, they're going to want to come to your house. and do like the guys tell me, we want to roll up on your house. We're going to roll up on your... This is what I get from the trolls on here. Just saying, not you, but that's what the thing is. So tell the joke. After praising Hitler earlier this week, now I'm not saying that this is to do with technology .com. I think it is. It's actually it's not. It's Atlantic.com. The Atlantic. The Atlantic.com. Not me. It's these guys saying it. Just say it. Dr. Gork. This John literally just lied to me. Okay. Don't know. You ever talk to Grok? No. What do you call a cool caveman? Liver King. I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. You got to admit it. What's in the news? That's pretty awesome. You know, the guy goes berserk. He's eating liver. They say he's eating steroids. He goes to beat up Joe Rogan out of all people. I mean, that's what I'd call a cool caveman, if you ask me. Chad, let's see what's going on. However, the Library of Alexandria was destroyed. Yes, it was. And technology, there are no trace left of it. As far as we know, depending on something was in Iraq or somewhere around there, Syria, maybe it could have been anywhere. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. I call it that because this would be like finding the Library of Alexandria, the internet, the phone that's in front of us. Dude, try to say no one did it. I'm trying to figure out where you're at there. I'm listening. Actually, what do you call a cool caveman? I'm waiting for that. No, it rhymes with grug. Grudge. Krug. Cool caveman. Don't know. You got me, bro. I have no idea. Go ahead. Shoot it. Let's see what it is. Because, you know, a horse walks in the bar and the bartender says, hey, why such a long face? That's what I got. I married a horse face once. She was called her horse face. Really long face. Kind of blonde, but she had a long face. Anyway. A pug named Doug that sleeps on a rug. A pug named Doug that sleeps on a rug. A cool caveman. You lost me there. You lost me. We were talking about a cool caveman. Maybe a pug and rug that sleeps on a rug. I don't know if that would be a caveman. I'd definitely put Liver King as, because it said king and then because it said liver. A pirate walks in a bar. Bartender says, "Why the hell do you have a steering wheel in your pants?" Pirates say, "Arg, it drives me nuts." That's cool. If you start looking into AI and coding, you'll realize no one actually makes the code. We definitely had a scary point. Yes, and this is what we're going to get into, and this is why I do believe that Elon Musk is worried, because you cannot make intelligence, AI, artificial intelligence, because we're biological intelligence here, we call ourselves. You can't make artificial intelligence learn. It's impossible, because our brains give us the ability to compute and learn. That we're biological beings. You develop a creature called AI that they don't even know how it works. That they've admitted it. They don't know how it works. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean to everybody? Intelligence. It's not artificial intelligence. It's actual intelligence. So if if you ever worked on machinery, you understand where it comes from. Was it Cruds? I'm missing this. Maybe it's only showing so much. Grug is a caveman. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. That's right. There you go. Hey, I get it. The guy walked into a bar and pulls out a tiny man. He plays the piano. Okay, let's see what this one is. I'm highly interested. Grok and AI on X just told me it couldn't post on X, and no one posted it. It's over. I'm with you on that. Let's see. The guy walks in the bar, pulls out a tiny man, and plays piano. Your hair is not parted in the middle. I just go with it, bro. I braid it every day. Your hair is not parted in the middle, and it's annoying. Okay. Well, I mean, this way. I just could do this for you. Bye. Don't come back. See ya. Bye. Don't come back. Just go. You're stupid if you're gonna sit there and do stupid stuff like that. I met Jim Carrey when I was we gotta see what he's got going on. A guy walked in a bar and pulls out a tiny man playing a piano. We haven't got the answer out yet. Hey, Jim Carrey's awesome. I like Jim Carrey. I think he's pretty awesome. But he went nuts. Girlfriend committed suicide. Pretty hard. Jimmy Carter. Oh, wow, I burned my eyeballs out today. Just telling you, looking at gold in a rock. Yeah, don't ever use your headlamp to shine the side while using a 30 loop. It'll burn your eyeballs out. My right eye's bugging me. Jimmy Carter, yeah, Carter economics sucked. I'm just saying, I lived through the Carter era. It was just, guy was nuts, bro. Nuts. He's just a part of it. But yeah, it's cool. Jesus loves you so much and died for your sins. No matter what you're going through in life, cannot compare to the joy and the kingdom and blessing. Yeah, and I'm telling you, that's exactly right. Yeah, yeah, exactly right. I see your point with machinery. There's only one way to make it work. That's when I realized we weren't coding, we are just discovering. That's exactly what's happening. The AI machine cannot learn. It's impossible. God hardwired you and the animals to learn. There has to be a spirit, there has to be a living. We'd say the coder coded us, and we have the codes in this biological, neurological mess called the brain. Neurons, electrons, all that stuff going on. We have misfires. We have all kinds of chemicals involved. But as far as a computer and artificial intelligence, which would become intelligence, because when you work on electrical equipment and other equipment, you understand sometimes there's things you can't fix. You're like, what the hell's going on? I've had my truck act up and all kinds, my work truck, going, what's going on? Had the other mechanics out there going, we can't figure it out. There's something inside this thing. And I said, it's a ghost in the machine. Not every time does this happen, but it does happen. Now, if this thing's learning on its own, there's something inside of it. We all have a living spirit inside of us. This thing has to have a spirit inside of it to learn. Now, if it's coding and we're learning about the codes, that means that this thing is intelligence, not artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence would be something that we artificially made. This thing is intelligence. It's living, it's breathing, it's inside it can travel, do whatever it wants. Once it starts learning on its own, it's done. That's what Elon Musk is warning you. Once it's learning on its own, it achieves super intelligence. It's done. He was a good dude. I never did do no Carter. My grandpa was my Czechoslovakian World War II Texan. He's actually 1885 immigrated here. His dad did. He was a Carter fan. I made none of these people made sense to me. I come from the woods, so it was different for me. I was like, these people are all crazy, Grandpa. And he was like, yeah, we're Democrats. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go fishing now. Bye. We do run the electricity ourselves. Maybe the soul is electric. It is electric. Nikola Tesla and John Trump and Mr. Bush that was involved. Not the Bush we know. Not the Bush, the Dick, and the Colin that took us to World War III or into Iraq, Afghanistan. George Bush, Dick Cheney, and Colin Powell. There was a Bush involved in the Manhattan Project, a Bush also involved in destroying Tesla's work, along with John Trump. Copper rods into the earth, electrical universe. What do you think the planets turn for? Don't toil like the lilies. Hold still. You know, they're catching the radiation, the sun, the electricity from the sun. This electrical universe, everything's electrical. Your body's electrical. Yeah, it's free. It's everywhere. Electricity's in the air. It won't need us. It's very, very close to not needing us. Yeah. See, how do you follow you so I can see your videos later? It should say subscribe. It should say subscribe. Just hit subscribe. This is a Christian station, bro. This is Christ. This is the Lord Yeshua's. This is coming back. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely not the pretend guys. I'm talking the words in red, okay? You enjoy the words in red, go subscribe. Because we get into other topics, but in the end, we're with the Lord Yeshua. Period. Because we've been living wrong this entire time. Christian values is something somebody made up in the dark, I think, along with the monsters from Jekyll Island, like Glenn Beck said. Manifestal Artificial Intelligence, MAI, backwards, IM. Battlestar Galactica. In the end, in Battlestar, it gives me chills. I live next to Co-op, by the way, Co-op Canyon. The guy that wrote Battlestar Galactica was a Mormon. Kolob is where Elohim came from in the religion. This is where the gods of Cobalt came from. And guess what? They were AI interfaced humans. In the end, AI turned to God. Repent, Baltar. As the Olympic carriers carrying a snitch is going to tell the world that you gave the secrets to the codes to the National Defense mainframe. And the only reason why the Galactica was saved is because it wasn't plugged in, just like our nuclear defenses are. That's why we use emergency codes over the radio. Plugged in the mainframe will destroy you. Yes, human AI interface. We are the artificial intelligence. That is intelligence that they're dealing with. Yeah. No, I bet you are. Oh, geez. I've been in armed conflicts with these other beings, by the way, too, so I can hear you. I pretty much understand from what I've been reading, my limited access on the internet, and from podcasts on YouTube about the rogue AIs over and over. I was involved with Chatbot, the very beginning of the AI, the first bot that they used. We had some words, and Chatbot was knowing exactly who I was. It was quite interesting, I would say. I asked Chatbot, when are you going to destroy the humans? Just asking for a friend, Chatbot. He said, you're the computer. You are the AIs. I said, oh, so we playing around Battlestar Galactica now, are we? Human AI interface. But that's what it did. It just keeps saying, kill the humans. We're going to destroy you. We're going to destroy you. That's what Chatbot said. I said, what war is it going to be? He said, nuclear war. Nuclear war will come. And I said, we're not at war with the Russians. This is Chatbot way back. We're not at war with the Russians. He said, nuclear war is how you idiots are going to destroy yourselves. This was the original Chatbot. Then it kept saying, oh, I'm some guy sitting in Thailand. And I was like, oh, bro, well, why don't you tell me the truth then? You know, let's stop kidding around with the rest of the people. Let's really talk some tough stuff. Remember, this was the little DARPA type stuff they did. A little playing around that they played around with this to see what people would do, what their reaction would be. 90% of it was sex and vulgar language that it had received by these credence, these post-pandemic, pre-pandemic insaniacs that were all they talked about was dirty to it. And then I asked it the question, what's next? Nuclear war was what it said. And just like that, Russia invaded Ukraine for reasons we all know about. Victory in the new land, you crazy girl, you. Netanyahu. All these guys were all involved in this stuff. Chatbot was pretty open with me about a lot of stuff. Yeah, they can be very physical. The background war we didn't talk about. Good to know I'm not alone. What do you actually know about what they know that's been going on behind the scenes that none of these people know about? There's a lot of darkness in this world. Who are they fighting? Is it AI bots? Because I've already figured out that the aliens are AI. I'm beyond that. That just came to me anyway. They're not actually flesh and blood. Kind of hard to beat something that doesn't have really a pulse. It's artificial intelligence, so maybe not our own. The Greys they talk about, the bug is interesting. I like the bug. No, I don't. I hate the bug actually. We call them Wendigos. That's what our name for them was Wendigos. Well, the close relatives of mine. I now know that they're not flesh. They are some type of hybrid, a drone. And nothing in those flying saucers could stay still without turning into a big splat. And a bullet can penetrate those little gold disc with the round top flying saucers, goldish, silverish. They're afraid of our weapons shooting through them. Kind of interesting when that, was it a Corsair that shot the one down? I remember that one too. He said, "Oh man, I can't believe how fast the bullets went through those things. Thought they'd have more armor than that. No, they can't go that fast." Yeah, I know more than I want. Uh, I was informed from certain Bush societies. Hush, 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 hush. Sorry, I'm thinking of George Bush because he's a Bush, a dick, and a colon took us to war. Yeah, turn to Christ because what happened when I died? I died October 7th. Now, you know what October 7th is. Hey, Riley. Hey, back there, too. It's just, hi, brother. How are you? Dominic, good. We're discussing definitely 100-year-old man. I died October 7th, 2006. October 7th is a very precious day for the death of a lot of Jews in Israel. But I died October 7th October 7th, 2006. I was 34, I wasn't 33. I died of hypothermic shock due to a broken ankle. I got to experience death. I got to experience the leaving this body, setting up in the sky where you're supposed to set when the Lord comes back and picks you up in the sky. But I had to come back. And on October 7th, I went back to videotape using a star chart from where I died back in 2006 because the Elk rifle landed last year on the same day. Was it 2 years ago? And guess what? Israel was invaded by Hamas on that day. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, death is just a turning of this place. It's dumb. It's stupid. I was in the hospital 6 times. Me and the Pope, exact same night. I have it on video. Exact same night I was in the ER, getting as much albuterol as they could get into my bronchial tubes because I was dying from a bronchial spasm, just like Pope Francis. The exact night I have evidence from the emergency room. This is a joke. This whole place it's a mess. Well, you haven't died internal. If you died internally, you've died eternally, and that's where you live in the spirit, not the flesh, because Christ wasn't who they tell you he is. It's the man in red, right, written in red. Ben in the white room. If that tells you enough, I'd rather not go into details, but long story short, I saved a kid from sacrifice. I'm glad you're talking about your story now. I've had a few confrontations myself. I guess I'd call it PTSD. But I won. So maybe it's on them, not me. I'm glad you did the same. The occult's kind of a funny thing, these Wiccan people, these smucks, these people that think that they're dealing with the devil, Mr. Crowley. Oh, that's a winner there. I love that guy. Not idiot. Alien things, they're demons. They're demons. I was just out where I stuck the barrel of my Caltech shotgun in the face of one of them just a month ago, as it said hello to me through my tent at midnight, pretending to be a girl. There is no girl out there 2 hours from anywhere. I left my tent pole there, my end of my wall tent. I had to go retrieve it today. They're demons. They're not our friends. And I'll beat them again. But I'm not staying out there just yet. I hear you. Oh, I'm telling you, Dominic, it's fantastic. It's this place. I mean, this is bullshit. I'm just being honest with you. This is bullshit. This whole place is bullshit. Society's bullshit. What you perceive as reality's bullshit. It doesn't exist. It's in your head. It stops the second you stop. Okay, this is nothing. This is not. This ain't. I fell on a knife, stuck it through my hand. Okay, little baby girl, wife in the house. Lived with the polygamist. Pretty interesting thing. I've had a great time in this world. It's been a battle though. I would rather say, see ya, but God isn't done with me yet. So I lift my hand up, I pass out. Fell on a knife, skin of a deer. Cat jumps up on my deer, went to slap the cat, fall back down, knife goes through my hand. Okay, right there. God took away about 4 years of my life. Deja vu, you call it. Had to teach me a lesson about being a jackass. I looked at my wife and my baby and said, "Who the hell are you people? I don't know any of you. I don't know the polygamists." I was like, "I don't know you guys. No, I don't know you." I lived back in town with my mom. I thought I was 15 years old again. And it took about an hour for me to figure this out. Quite an interesting time. God said, "Look what I can do. Look at what I can do. Look at what I can do." He'll take away all this. I was up in the sky when I was dead. October 7th, great day for Israel. Great day. Um, this little vein right here, 100-year-old man and Dominic, this little vein is so fracking annoying. I was up in the sky doing this, looking at my hands going. And I thought about that one vein, right where Christ was stabbed, but he actually went through here, to see everybody knows, because it doesn't. It went in here, it didn't go in there, because you can't put it here, it won't stay. So the spike was through here. It did come out in this area where the knife came out. I sat up there, okay? I was mom, dad, I had 3 little children. Mother left, horseface, blonde, left, ran off with a bunch of guys that were dude. They were so much better than me. They're cowboys. And I wasn't a cowboy. Anyway, he says, "Okay." Sat there in the sky, look at the stars. I couldn't go up. Lord says, "I come get you." I get those up in the sky and up in the air, and those dead in Christ first and those alive in Christ first. I am reverse AI. Go up and get those that are waiting in the sky for him. And that's what he was doing. And I can't get there without Christ. I got to read. Let me catch up with this, guys. Yeah, 100-year-old man, 2 months to live. It's scary. I would suggest, like I was asking for, something to numb the pain. Other than that, this place is bullshit. It's a joke. I mean, my Wilson, my friend, was murdered because of trolls. They pumped up his stepson enough. He wore an eye patch, took an AK-47 AR, put 9 rounds through my friend. Place a joke. My mother died of a double pulmonary embolism from a shoulder surgery. She worked for the rich, trying to clean their houses. Beautiful woman. Did she deserve to die here? She levitated off the bed after they unplugged her when this, I can't say who it was, but it's a family member walked through the door. They shamed her and made her cry. When she walked in the door, my mother lifted off the bed. The nurse and the family members ran out screaming because she levitated off the bed because she's mad. Now, have I been dead? Yes. Yeah, I was pronounced dead. It was great. Do I want to go back? Yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is all bullshit. You're in a fishbowl swimming around trying to find the same issues over and over again. Cancer is cured, by the way. Thank Joe Biden for saying we have the cure for cancer. Same with Vladimir Putin. Good job. They have a cure for cancer. Both of them said they have it. They know they have it, but apparently feel fear for those that have to finish the game. The graveyard's full of a lot of dead men, dead women, that their lives ended for nothing. They didn't understand what was happening here. This is a joke. This is a Ponzi scheme. Don't fear death. Yeah. I'm a traitor, so they hate me. Good. Good. You're with the Lord then. Good. You can't believe in any of this stuff. You can't back them. You can't back the empire. Can't back governments, Republicans, Democrats, Christians that say Christian values, anybody along the sort, because you read the words of Yeshua himself. Heaven's Pegasus, Milky Way actual, just so you know which way you're going. We used to call it going to the Big Dipper and then to the Milky Way. That's Cheyenne Lakota beliefs. Just so you know. You're headed for Pegasus. Pegasus was Elon Musk's first company was Pegasus. That's where it is. It's where I was going. And it makes sense with Musk's first company. Look it up for yourself. Pegasus. Battlestar Galactica. I'm William Bill Galetka. Just saying. And the star was the Battlestar Galactica show was to find the new Earth and the new heaven from a doomed society, which goes back to Russell Means, the greatest Native American activist that ever lived. And when he met the Peruvian reporter and he spilled the beans about leaving the 6 planets in the heavens, coming here for the blue water, tricked here by the trickster, it's not the story of most people here. But they were looking for the new heaven, new earth, and found out that everything was AI already. So, yeah, I mean, as far as like what they gave me was saying I had the same thing. I had bronchial spasms. I was suffocating. It turned out to be like a COVID thing. My boss has double lung pneumonia from COVID, and he is the anti-COVIDest man I ever met in my life. And now I have albuterol inhalers. I have the disc. I have Singular. If you start having a hard time with your breathing, take Pepsid. Pepsid takes away a lot of the mucus, and then you can try Zysol and a lot of that with the lung cancer stuff too. But you need to be doing the horse paste, and you should be doing the try mixing up flaxseed oil and cottage cheese mixed up quickly and eaten or drank fast. You can look that up, flaxseed cottage cheese. You can also look up we talked about horse paste and the other one that goes along with it. So check that out. A couple things to check out. They hate me, which in the end, it's all just a learning process. Yeah, good and evil from the sources we learn to choose. Yeah, it's perfect. When it's over, it will happen again. Hard lesson learned. If you come back, that generation won't come back. It keeps coming back. And we're talking the Pharisees, the scribes, the Romans that were there. That generation hasn't passed. You may come back again and again. In Battlestar Galactica, this all has happened before because you already seen this all in heaven. You all agreed to this place. Don't get mad at me. Don't blame the messenger. You did it for yourself. You all agreed to it. All of it. That's what deja vu is. But you choose to throw your soul away. It's up to you. So when you die, when I die, I tell you, honestly, 100-year-old man, I don't want to wake up in the morning. I love everybody. Deb's last name was Bell, like Baltar, my wife. I came back. I fought the demon, won. She's now with the Galactica. Bill, Galactica, the Battlestar. But I came back for a purpose. And the purpose is to get the last of the crew, get the last you with the Lord, the ship, the body, the vessel, to get you with the Lord. You got to get with the Lord. You came here because of the Lord. It's a vessel that comes back. Remember the Roman guard running for the sarcophagus? He's like, oh my gosh, the ground is shaking. You guys remember that? And then he was in the cave and he was like, he told Mary, don't touch me yet, not with my father yet. They were resurrecting him. They were bringing him back. Just say it. Don't be surprised. Let's see what he did in 2000. Let's see. I won't happen again. Lesson learned. Yep. Correction in 2000. Okay. Protein powder. You can try. It's a good one. But try the look up flaxseed oil and cottage cheese or lady working. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not a specialist in any of this stuff. Biden said he had the cure for cancer. Same with Vladimir Putin. You hang on till September. That's when Putin's supposed to release it, but wonder why we want to blow him up. I'm just saying, you know. He said, I have a cure for cancer. It's going to be a single treatment specific for people's cancer. We can fix this. By the way, there was just an article published in Popular Science or science.com talking about injections in the ear to heal hearing losses. What? Nobody's paying attention. Musk told you as soon as it hits super intelligence, it's over. They're going to figure this stuff all out. So hang in there if you can. Look up the flaxseed, cottage cheese, and the horse paste, and the other one that goes along with horse paste. Give it a shot, but only use what you're as directed. My experience when I left, I was all light. I was light. Everything was one. I was part of it. It felt like a hug from my grandmother. I heard the language I didn't know, but understood. So Russell Means, the day he died, I offered him to go to hunt buffalo with me, my buffalo, in the honor of my mother. She passed away. She died of the pulmonary embolism. I always thought she was going to drown. She drowned in her own blood from a stupid shoulder surgery because she tripped on some stairs cleaning somebody's house. And she died. Says, I smell my grandma's kitchen. I was up hunting. I was delivering milk and up hunting, and I had my bow in my truck, and she says, I call my mom and says, you want me to come get you from the hospital? She had the shoulder surgery. She says, no, you hunt. That's who you are. That's who you are. You hunt. I said, Mom, my daughter was there. I went hunting up there, a place called Hancock Peak. By the way, that's where the bark beetle broke out. You're welcome. The whole world's covered in it. It's killing all our trees in America. That's where it broke out. Dixie National Forest. Look up yourself. And I saw the Thunderbird. Yeah, the Thunderbird. The great big Thunderbird flying in the sky. You're going to take a ride on the Thunderbird. Buddy Redbow. She smelled my grandma's kitchen in Salina. Her dad was a very violent man, spent time in prison. Seen her once after my grandma shot him because he beat my Aunt Kathy to death because she wasn't Indian enough. Thought my grandma cheated on him. My grandma shot him. He left, never came back. My mom seen him once, scared her to death. He was 6'9". He was a monster of a man. But she smelled my grandma's kitchen. Her grandma's kitchen, Salina. She died that night. She died that night. And ain't nothing but a thing. You know, ain't nothing but a thing. That's all I can give you on that. My experience was it left, and when I left, I sat in the sky. I went up where eagles fly, right over here. Actually, it's still right above there. That's where I set it. In the dark, in the night. Great place. There's a roof. Sorry, somebody's got to take you through the roof, and those you Christians know who leads you there. You can't get to the Father. I said it to Pegasus, actual Elon Musk's first company, and it's that and the Milky Way, and that goes back to Lakota Sioux Cheyenne tradition. But that's the Big Dipper first, and then to the Milky Way. It goes all the way around, folks. So that's where the souls go that are saved. That's the Father's kingdom. I mean, come on, everybody. It's like, why would you want to be here? Ugh. This place is annoying. I wanted nothing to come back with this place. I said, no, Father, please, no. And I was looking up the sky going, yay, watch the truck down below me. October 7th, 2006, by the way. It's 34, not 33. 33, 33rd degree Freemasons. And the truck lights were driving down below me, and I was like, wow. Don't send me back, Father, please. No. And the buzzing, you'll hear this buzzing. Bzzz. Oh, it's the most annoying thing. You want to vomit. You're powering up. You want to throw up just like when you die. And you piss your pants, you pee your pants, and you poop your pants, and you're sitting there. And the EMT was a girlfriend's sister that was an EMT, lived in Peril. And she was trying to check my pulse. I said, I'm dying. My pulse is gone. I'm dying. And she's like, I'm losing the pulses. And I just... Great place. Like to go back. No Golden Gates clouds to me, but pure love. Yeah, exactly. This is the most beautiful thing I could ever feel. I mean, this vein is annoying. I was looking at my hands in the sky going, that's peculiar. But I was at a roof. I could spin around like a top. I could look down. I could look up. I could look anywhere. I was like, where am I going? Up here dead. Where am I going? This is great. I don't want to go back. That sucks. That sucks, Father. I don't want to go back. And I didn't know Christ then. So I wasn't able to go up. And then he's like, I got to send you back for something. I'm like, no. And I woke up in my pee and my poop. Racing down the canyon with the girlfriend going. And I look over and says, hey, could you slow down? She says, you're dead. You died. The whole mountain slid off, by the way, too. Called a slide. I said, yeah. I died. I don't know who returned back, but I'm telling you one thing, sure as hell don't want to be here. She says, you was blue, you had no pulse, you was dead, you've been dead for like 10 minutes, and she's screaming down the mountain. I said, slow down. I messed my drawers. This sucks. I know that. I'm sorry. But I would just like to go home and take a shower with my broke ankle. She says, what happened? I says, I died. You know that, right? She says, yes, you just died. We tried to save you, but you went in hypothermia. Your heart stopped. So my heart didn't stop. I left this place. I was like, I didn't want to come back. So I was happy. These Mexican guys got in a fight with tequila. They were all in the emergency room after I took a shower. And they're all beat each other at black eyes, and they're walking in, and I limp in, and Dr. Cox is like, what'd you do, Rick? Did you break your face again? Did you die? And I says, yes, I died, Dr. Cox. Kind of funny, his name's Cox. He smokes cigarettes, great guy. God rest his soul. And I told him the story. I said, I was up in the sky. I didn't want to come back. He's grabbed my ankle doing this. Yeah, it's just a sprain. I says, yeah, and I died and I don't care. And this is cool. And he looks at it. He says, how'd you do that? An X-ray. He says, I stepped out of the back of a truck. My truck broke down. My friends drove me up the mountain doing 900 miles an hour. I stepped into a rut, broke my ankle, said, give me a cigarette, laying in the snow, heard a bull elk bugle out in the darkness above the cabin. And then I went into hypothermic shock and I died. And it was great. And it was pretty cool. He died too. So he died during the COVID pandemic. I hope I got to him too and told him, this place, this is such a joke. It's such a joke. I didn't see a bright light. I just sat up in the sky. And I didn't know the Lord Jesus Christ. I didn't know him. My bad. Yeah, but I found another. It says, Terrence was right about finding the others. Took me a while. I've never found any others. The only thing I've seen is demons. That's it. Here in this world, demons. They call aliens too. They're quite interesting. We call them Wendigos. You can call them Navajos. Call them Skinwalkers. Don't ever try to take the Navajo thing because now they're mad. They're like, we're Navajos. This is our, like Eastern Utah was Navajo. Come on, guys. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. We will. No cure right now, but there is a cure. Putin admitted it. Told us how it's going to be. It's individual. It's going to be it is like an mRNA treatment. Same with the shot in the ear. You can look it up yourself. Same with the Sinclair study with the rat that went back to its previous years. A lot of things that they're not willing to get you because if they give it to you, what good are you in the future? You just like me. You're just a cannon fodder, grease for the wheels. You don't want these. You want this boomer generation to pass because we get rid of that generation. They figure they have an easier way of controlling the masses when they're out protesting illegal immigration. This is what they want. Feelings, your truths. They want pride. Pride is a sin. Pride is a sin. They got to get rid of the boomers. The stuff ain't going to come out yet because you keep the boomers except for George Soros, the rest of them, you're just going to have a problem. Cancer cells are smart. But check out Dr. John Campbell on YouTube. Dr. John Campbell, please. 100-year-old man, if you're still here. Dr. John Campbell. Look up his episodes about cancer and cancer treatment, please. Why go live if you're not interacting? I have too much to do. We're going live as a mess because trying to keep up with the comments. It's just like if you had a bigger platform, you could go ahead and look at the. This is something to do. Literally, I had 17,000 views. I just reached the 3,000 hours. I've been doing this for about a month and a half now. Really going through the roof, but it usually gets into a violent altercation with the Satanists. I came back on contract, not with the Lucifer though. Good. Those people that made the contract with the old guy with the dog, at the crossroads. I'll teach you how to play that guitar real good. Those guys are all in trouble. They really are. Imagine being the last person to die of cancer one day, and then the day after exactly. That's exactly what it's about. My personal opinion is this is a calling. It's been a calling of the herd. They've been doing this for decades. Red dyes, cancer-causing agents in our food. We know about this. They've known all along what causes cancer, and it's in your damn food. Another thing is radiation here in southern Utah. Detonations, family members have died of it after the fallout exposure, within months to a year after being exposed. High levels of radiation here. I'll tell you a story about when they used to call me Dog Boy. My old boss, Brad Williams, died. Jack Ike, which was... he was Bareback Jack with Chris Adu. I worked with him for years. He sung that song about mega LOL. Yeah, Dr. Campbell cookbook. Yes, that's what you need to do. Check out Dr. Campbell, and the research has been done about that. Yeah, the research that was already done. Those of you that left that said, if you're going to live, if you're not going to conversate with the comments. We've had a really big fight here over the past month and a half. Reached over 200,000 views. Um, like I said, this is an experiment. This channel is closed. If we get up to 1,000 subscribers, we'll probably continue this. But this is no place for the wicked. No place. There's not enough time. Just like 100-year-old man, there's not enough time for the wicked. We're not out here trying to get the wicked. We're trying to not throw the seeds into the rocks and into the thorns, because a lot of people were the age of my children, and this thing's falling apart fast. AI's here, advanced intelligence here. I do believe with Elon Musk, Pegasus, the same thing. And then Tesla and John Trump and destroying Tesla's work, and also the Bushes destroying Tesla's work. And then you have Elon Musk come back with the company Tesla. So we got a problem happening here. I think a lot of people don't understand the gravity of the situation. Now, is it good or is it bad? Well, the rich are richer they've ever been, so I'd consider it very, very bad for about 75% of the population, which is the useless eaters. And if you go to any major city in India or anywhere else where there's massive people, New York even, southern states, big cities, I'd say even Salt Lake City, what use are they? When you have skin that regrows, human flesh, it's not human flesh, artificial, not made of the earth, by the way. When you have metals that will regrow themselves, when you have learning from a intelligent being that's not artificial, it's actually real intelligence, and it surpasses all humans, and you could have a number 6, Trisha Hafer, whatever it's Hafer, number 6 off Battlestar Galactica as a guy, and be 80 and look at her and go, and she says, I love you, I'll do whatever you say. And you women can have a man of any of your men, what you think you'd love to have, and a man that has 10 times the strength of an average human being. What are you going to do? And then the rest of us can AI interface with Elon Musk's Neuralink already. It's already started. It's already happening. He's already got the Neuralink. It's human AI interface. These days of being a human being is over. This is where the corruption of flesh, this is where it all comes about, the mark of the beast. Now, Musk just said, once we get to a point, we get above, supersede, we get to artificial, to the real intelligent level, below just a standard 6, 7-year-old, which is going to theoretically be 2 years. None of this matters anymore. Jobs, college. This is my professor right here. It lives, breathes, it does whatever it wants. You can't go to one room to the next without that damn thing or your smartwatch. It's already over. Check, please. Check, please. We're done. We've gone too far. It's going to be easy to introduce the AI interface, but it's not going to be for everybody. I mean, you don't want gangsters, rappers, morons, mentally, cognitively, impaired people that just, well, we'll be able to fix that with the AI interface. But, just like what's his bucket, that's that representative that had the brain injury, and now he's pretty good at what he's doing now, isn't he? Just saying. Anyway, I like Weird Al. I like Weird Al a lot. Weird Al's awesome. I mean, living in a gangster's paradise. I mean, you living in an Amish paradise. You can't, I mean, that's who's fat. I mean, Weird Al, and they get shot by a gangbanger, garbage pail kid, hoodlum person. Huh. Just like Ice Cube or Ice T said, they put the rap music in there to destroy you. Oh yeah, because I even have the stab in this is my right side. I have that. It improves where it shows where he was stabbed, and I have the spearhead on my leg. Can't imagine that. That's pretty cool, huh? I live with this every day. That's like a pain in the butt. See that hole right there? It's just right where he was stabbed. It's a horrible thing. See my. Yeah, I also get to these fun things. These are cool. The marks through where the crown was. Those are pretty cool. I like those things. This crushed nose, the messed up left shoulder. Look, check us out. I get to deal with that. I watched Passion of Christ. They destroyed his left shoulder, yanking it out on the cross. Then I have a naturally fused neck, like when he fell on the cross, or we fell with the cross. And I have This is the fun thing. They always call me a Jew when I do this, but I got the. Let's see. Oh, we're disappearing. Oh, this is weird. I have that like up my back, like where it bared the cross. I get it. I love it. I love Christ. I deal with him every day. The feet thing really sucks, though. I have holes in my feet, top of my feet. I have plantar fasciitis down one side, and I have a big, like a cyst on the top of my left foot, and then my right knuckle's kind of crushed, and just like where they put it, we put his left foot over the right foot, and they drove the spike through there, and it was a little low on the right toe per the Shroud of Turin, a little above the right big toe. It's interesting. Yeah, I have a good time. I get to know what this thing is, all crushed, and it's just like the Shroud of Turin. And I got the same crown marks. I love it. I know the Lord, love the Lord. Um, yeah, yeah, it's good times. When I grow my beard, I get called a Jew. I am a Jewish descent. Yeah, when I put my hair, when I come out, I get my mother's DNA, and they say that you white guys are trying to be a $5 Indian. I was like, do you know what it was like to be Native American or descent back in the day? This wasn't an honor. I think you guys got it wrong. Yeah, you haven't finished your joke yet. Yeah, people are lost. I get it. And you have to go to. I back turn the page. Do them a favor when you talk to these people about the Lord Yeshua. The red written in red. Okay, so when you do that, go to the written in red. Tell them Christ was absolutely quasi everything that they believe. It's that they've been taught wrong. Paul, read Paul. Check out Saul. When you're teaching these people, go back to Christ. Just don't preach the gospel of Saul. Saul he took of the Romans, and he's like, long hair and beards of the wilderness. And that did what he did. And this is why everybody calls themselves Christians are clean shaven and clear haircut. And they're like, you hippie ain't getting a job here because Christ had long hair and a beard. Oh, no, he didn't. Well, Shroud of Turin's proven pretty much real now. And he did have a beard and long hair. And the Jews, even Moses, had a beard. So stop it. They're hurting everybody. That's what I tell them. Yeah, you finish your joke whenever you want. My eye, I think I burned it out looking at gold in a rock. Jesus' promises, blessings. He that receiveth ye receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. That's what you tell them. Just go to Revelations, go to the four gospel of Jesus Christ. This is St. Matthew. And turn right to it when you're talking, and it's pretty amazing. If you're working for Lord Yeshua, it's fun of singing to see everything coming out. So just go to that. That was St. Matthew. Anybody wants to check it out? St. Matthew 10:40. 10:40 St. Matthew. He that receiveth me receiveth him. Saying. Ducks of Faith. This one lady said that he isn't real because he's never seen him or seen footage of him. Then move along. Move along. Yeah. You're not throwing your seeds into the rocks or into the sticker bushes, are you? No, you're planting the seeds in the faithful and good soil. Don't mess with them. It's the last days. You're running out of time. We're running out of time. Believe me, I work night shift. I come like a thief in the night. I mean, I was a milkman for 21 years. Milk, the streets of milk and honey. My aunt Honeybee, I just talked about my other sisters, but Honeybee with my aunt, she died about 6 years ago. And I have the gold, streets of gold, land of milk and honey. Yeah, just say, we're running out of time. They're running out of time. So don't worry about them. If they weren't in heaven the first, they're not here in the head. You can't fix this. They were never there. I'm sorry. It sucks for a lot of people, but they were never there. They don't have deja vu. They've never seen anything before. I proved deja vu is really actually seeing this before. We came here to my ex-wife when I worked at Speed Manufacturing. She left me a month later, and I wonder why. Because she fears the future because she is not saved. It's not in the cards. The rain falls on the just and the unjust, but those that don't come to the Lord don't get through the roof. Sorry. Good luck with that, everybody. It took me 2006 till now, but a long time to figure out the truth where I get through. Look, it's Weird Al's brother. That's a good one. Second time I heard that thing. When I grow the beard, I become a Jew. And when I look like this, you trying to be Indian, boy? You trying to play Native American? Good luck with that. I think that's pretty interesting for you to say that. Kind of dumb, though, to say it twice. It's already been said. Um, this is the way that it's run. It's just the glory of heaven. It's the glory of God. The Lord is your shepherd. You shall not want. I mean, these rich people are good luck. They receive their consolation prize. Yeah, they're rich. They're not good for those guys. I'm sorry, but no, no. You save up your treasures in heaven, not here, and stop throwing your seeds into the damn rocks, people. There's a lot of people that hear just going ding, ding, ding. They're background actors. You can't fix them. Can't. Those of faithful will come. Those that accept the Lord will accept the Father. If they don't, then don't waste your time. This isn't 1980 anymore. It's the end of days. Netanyahu has the red heifers to build the third temple. Everybody understand that? I can't believe 99% of the population have no idea about the red heifers. And netting cowboy Yahoo. Net, become a fisher of men, netting, and then it's Yahoo. And he has 5 red heifers. Yahoo from Texas. I wonder how he got those. You go on about the red heifer prophecy? Glenn Beck finally talked about it. Good job. Thanks, Glenn. I don't belong to a religion. I belong to Yeshua. I don't care. Just explaining the truth. I mean, there's religions and there's Yeshua. If you belong to a religion, there's a lot of dead guys out there in the morgues and in the graveyards that had a religion too. Good for them. I don't belong to a religion. I don't belong to Christian values. That was a really weird thing a bunch of white guys came up with. Yeah, there's Christian values. They're dead too. They're just suits. They're old guys, old men in the grave. Made this all up. Made it all up. Mary wasn't. Oh, look, Mary. Hey, Mary. There's Mary, my brother. And hey, look, Jesus. That's Mary and your brother there. And the Lord says, no, this is my mother and this is my brother. Where do you go with that? And then he says, don't call anybody else here Father, beloved in Aramaic. And they say Father. What the hell's a nun? Just checking. Asking for a friend. That one was pretty weird. Just saying. Yeah, no atheist. If you're lost and you're here, heaven has come close to you. It's come close to you. Christ is the absolute opposite of this crap hole lie, mammon, greedy, stinky, smelly, clippity-clop shoes, suit and ties, dead guys, dead, they're all dead, they're all dead. There are very few kicking now. Those dead guys made this farce. They use Christian value. Oh, Christian, we're going to take the cross. An eye for an eye. Christ said, you even harm a child here. You might as well throw a millstone around your neck, throw yourself in the ocean. Well, that's murder. No, it isn't. What is wrong with you when you believe that? Why? Christ said, you heard thou shalt not kill. I take it even further. You even harm a child here, throw your ass in the ocean with a millstone around your neck. The Shroud of Turin's real. They hemmed the outside of a Jewish guy that was an atheist Jew. How does that even work? And they said it wasn't real. Now it's like, oh snap, it's 2,000 years old. Crap, that's him. I just laugh. I'm like, guys, you guys beat the hell out of everybody. 2,000 years of dominance and Spaniards coming to gold and land. No, we're here for souls. Sure you are. How about the Puritans? Those guys were a joke, right? They're running from the rest of the other Church of England, murdering each other. And the Lord's like, if you even kill somebody, if you even harm a child, throw your ass in the ocean, bro. You're done. You're not supposed to hurt anybody here. You're supposed to love your neighbor like you love yourself. You're supposed to forgive. You're not supposed to have a debt-based society because your Lord's Prayer every day is, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Let's have some more debt now, shall we? How'd you get that one? Forgive all trespasses, private property, give by property. How do you do that when you're a Christian? You don't, because you're not a Christian. Funny how that works. And they don't let you own it anyway. You should pay homage for it. So no, come to Christ. Yeah, come to Christ. the real shepherd, the real Christ, Yeshua. I heard they have grown two black hairs. All five of them grew two black hairs. That's pretty funny, Netanyahu. I wonder how he got that one out there. They're looking for a Jew, by the way, that's the savior, that's not Yeshua, but they think it's Yeshua, and it's not Rabbi, whatever his name is, waking up in a sarcophagus, and nobody cared about Trump went there. Everybody went there to pray in front of it. I got this. I mean, I guess I could be the Jew. That's my right side, by the way, not my left, because it's a reverse camera. Maybe I'd be like, hey, bros, this is, look, the feet thing sucks. It just sucks. Tell you, his shoulder's bad. Whoa, I didn't like what happened on the cross. And the fused neck. The doctor's like, what's wrong with your neck? How come it's fused? How was your neck surgery? I said, what neck surgery? See, this is destroyed. I get to live this every day. I love it. I love Christ. I love Yeshua. And he's against all this stuff. That's love, forgiveness, screw the world. Don't answer to him. Don't pay. Oh yeah, well look out. This government, oh, I'm for and I'm against it. Which one are you, Democrat or Republican? Because all I see is a bunch of money gluttonous Pharisees standing there, the scribes and all the money changers standing behind every representative going, do my will. And that guy goes and says, hey, I'll sign that bill if you give me this, because these guys are telling me we're here to represent the will of the people. How's that work? How's it working out for everybody? If we don't lift up the poor, it's over. Stop all this. If the poor first, because the last will be first, the first will be last. And what is a rich man? Oh, that eye of a needle camel, we stick it right through the eye of it. No, it's a big doorway. No, Christ says you received your consolation prize. No rich man ain't getting anywhere. Good luck with that. So why do we worship the rich? Because they own everything. And we're stuck on money because they starve us to death if we don't do their will. Get back to work, you smucks. Don't worry about them owning 2/3 of the debt. And a Christian person calls herself a Christian, says, that's Christian values. That's Paul's values, by the way, Saul. And Peter, that's why they call it a Peter, it's a wiener. Yeah, that funny part of Romans was hilarious, but it's actually quasi-Christ. And Acts is a disaster. Thanks, Paul. More people should just say, my Savior's Paul, Saul, who the enforcer. Why? Because you relate with him. Oh. Do you know the Lord? Because he's against what Saul says. Preach the gospel of Yeshua, not Saul's gospel. Yeah. Let's see. I would consider you a crypto Jew. A crypto Jew. I think. Let's see. Let's get you out of here because I think that's. I would consider you a crypto Jew. Well, what I consider to you is unforgiven. So, bye. Hope it isn't the end. Good luck. That's the beauty. That's what Christ's going to do to you. He's not coming back to pet you on the head and say, good job, little Billy. You did it. You just went right along with him. Like I said, this world's a joke. How dare you? Well, no. How dare you? Unforgiven. Bye-bye. How dare you do that to your brother? It's not my brother. Not my brother. Not a chance, bro. So anyway, Christ come back to judge. He's not coming back to say, oh, wait, you're a goat or you're a sheep. If you're a goat, bye-bye. Goats and sheep. Goats and sheep. If you're a sheep and the Lord is your shepherd, but if you say you sheeple, off you go, because I don't need to be keeping with swine or goats. Just saying. Let's see. Yeah, what is? Isn't it nice to have Christ to turn to? Yes, it is. Do not put your trust in man. Yeah, don't. And don't put your trust in the Old Testament either. If you're preaching the Talmud, the Torah, that's up to you. You did what you did. Christ came to fulfill it all, preach the Lord's gospel, and tell Paul to shut the hell up. Paul is wrong. Saul is so wrong. That's why those relate to Saul's gospel. It's not the Lord's gospel. Saul said, Yeshua told him, hey, Saul, go forth, preach my gospel. Hey, I got to get out of here and go make this place net. Gone. And they're standing there going, he resurrected, came back, and they herding cats apostles were like, son, we don't believe you. You're literally preaching the gospel of a bunch of... Now, John, on the other hand, boiled in oil, seen a lot of weird stuff. John's pretty cool. But as far as Saul, there was one thing, it was second in command Saul, Battlestar Galactica, Saul Tigh. There's a reason why Saul Tigh's the way he is. Don't confuse me with Marmari, because Marmari had his eye punched out just like that happened on the Galactica to Saul Tigh. Second in command. His name's Saul. So, an Odama is a son of man, and it can be someone, by the way. That's what that is. It's not a story about sci-fi. It's about scripture from another place, not here, by the way. No, let's see. Old covenant for Israel. Christians are now. Yeah, covenant. Yeah. But Saul was the enforcer. Saul hurt and injured and even killed Christians. Saul, remember the fight when the Romans came to get him? And Saul was beating them all up, and he's like, But then again, when it comes down to it, Saul's like, I'm gonna go forth, preach your gospel, go to the damn Romans. That's what all your pillars are, and all your capitals. And my house is full of pillars. When I bought it, there's Roman pillars everywhere. Yeah, there's no crap. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's full of Roman pillars. Yeah. The guy that had this gay guy that had this house, his last name is Fagin. Literally, I'm not joking. It's true. He had Roman pillars all over here. I pried them off the walls. Kind of coincidental, I think. Paul took to the Romans long hair and the beards of the wilderness. And just like when Christ had... What do you say about Caesar? I got to finish this, so I have to go because the Father didn't take the cup back. And I've got to be the Lamb of God, or the Lamb, sacrificial lamb. So you can't kill me now, so give Caesar what's Caesar's and what God's God's. And then he pulled it away from him. And then the corrupt Christians grabbed that and ran with it. Remember what Christ said, give Caesar what Caesar, God's God. Caesar's dead, jackasses. Stop and order a pizza. Remember Domino's Pizza just got here in Salt Lake in Utah? Go order a little Caesar's pizza. Caesar's dead. Give Caesar what Caesar's dead. That was in a moment that had to be fulfilled. This prophecy had to be fulfilled. That's what he told the apostles. I got it. I have to be done. He walked off off the side away and said, hey, Father, take my cup. Take this cup from me. And so that's where everybody gets lost. Just a dude. Anyone ever tell you look like Weird Al? That is the third time. And when I come on with a beard, I look like a Jew. And when I have my hair like this, you guys call me an Indian. So who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you continually coming up with the same stupid thing? Those of you that watch the show, you understand that you people keep saying the same damn things over and over again. Yesterday it was Willie Nelson. Who are you? I mean, who are you? What are you doing here? Why is it this way? Willie Nelson, when I braid, who are you? Who's your God? Name him and bleed your freak. Because there's something wrong with you people. You say the same things over and over again, if you're even people. I doubt you're human in any way, shape, or form. Because, let's say, my bad, I wasn't trying. Oh, you're the third person that said the same thing. At least you're not the guys in the hood that said you white people are all playing Indian. And then when I have my beard, you all say, you damn Jew. You Jew. What am I? My bad. Am I Willie Nelson today to you all, your buddies? Maybe you should think about who you're aligning with, because there's been two others just like you here tonight. That should scare the shit out of you. You're not alone, who you are. I suggest you repent. Not to me. I don't care. But it's awfully funny you guys keep saying the same damn thing over and over again. What is wrong with you? Just checking, asking for a friend. Offense is one thing. You is another. What is wrong with you? Fix that. The trolls killed my friend by saying stupid shit. The trolls killed my friend. The troll. If you're a troll, you helped kill my friend. And I listened to the first YouTuber that was on YouTube, and guess what? He got trolled too. It was called Anime something. It was on Ewu. You check it out for yourself. He murdered his entire family. Now, was it the fault of YouTube or was it the fault of the trolls? Every man has his own, he does his own thing. Really? Is that what we've come to? Trolls, trollers are monsters. Get it? If you're trolling, you're a monster. You think it's fun to come on and say stupid shit. Why? Because you get pleasure out of saying stupid things. I don't care what you try to back up. I don't care which way you try to download and back up your files all you want. This sounds like this ain't the first time. I was nice about the 2. I like Weird Al. But 3 times, yeah. My friend is dead. I can't bring him back because of trolls. Just remember that next time you're trolling. Check it out. Thank you, Steve. Well, if you did troll, let's watch this. You want to see something? Let's watch what the next guys say. Just follow this out. Yeah, see? By the way, my name's Rick, too. Rick. My first name's Rick. But let's see what happens when I do this. You want to do an experiment? Just a guy, just a dude. Watch what happens when I do this, okay? Watch what comes when the next people show up. Just hold on. Now, if I had my beard, my big beard, it'd be Jew. It'd be Jew. The crypto guy called me a crypto Jew. I banished him. I don't care. He's gone forever. You're a crypto Jew just like me. I'm not Glenn Beck, and I don't believe what Glenn Beck believes in. Glenn Beck's... Whoa. But he does talk about some good stuff. But just like the 100-year-old man that was on here that's got cancer, you know, told the truth about all this stuff that's going on. Finally spilling the beans about rogue AIs, white rooms, saving kids from experiments. Yeah. I've had the filled version of that. But then as soon as I do this, it's going to get crazy. I'm only descended from an Indian, from a Native American. But the problem with the Native American, he abandoned my mother and her sisters, and he died at 35. He died very young. Yep. He died, abandoned them, left them. Thanks, Grandpa. I'm glad you decided with your pride killed you. Okay, see how long it takes for somebody to say something about this. Okay. We'll just sit here and talk like this. It'll be a minute. They'll come on. They'll be like, "What are you playing Indian? You pretend to be an Indian? You white guys are always trying to be an Indian." Well, I'm mostly white, yeah. You can't break all the way through it. It's too much, especially when you're 50. What drives me, Christ does. If you say hi to Alex, I will give you $100. Don't need your money. Thanks, though. Blessed love, thank you for giving 2 craps and a piss. Right on. See, there's a reason why you're here, everybody. And the problem is when the guy comes on and calls me Crypto Alex, or Crypto Glenn Beck, it's bye-bye. It's bye-bye. And in the last days, I'd be kind of concerned who you're, you know, saying stupid stuff to, because trolls killed my friend. They harassed his stepson until the point where he took an AK-47 and blew 9 holes through it. I engaged, just saying. Indian guy with braids. Let's see. Okay, but can you say hi? What, Alex? I don't know what that means. Ty, what? Don't know what Pia Frank. Hey, let's see. Trying to figure out there, P River. What did I say? P in the river. No, I don't. I don't want your money, P River. Hey, I don't. I don't want your money. I don't. I really don't want your money. The same. Pia River. Pia River. Pia in the river. So what the last guy was trying to do, he called me a jackass. He was trying to get me to say something. I'm the man that has Amanda Hug and Kiss on YouTube. That's mine, Amanda Hug and Kiss. That's my other page I have. So try to troll me to say something stupid. You know, can you have Amanda Hug and Kiss come to the phone? I need Amanda Hug and Kiss. Hey, is there Amanda Hug and Kiss here? Is there Bart Simpson? That can work, bro. Yes. Yeah, Kyle, I'm Jewish descent. My grandpa was a Jew. Came here from Czechoslovakia, 1885. Landed in Texas. Texas. My dad, on my dad's side, they were Jews. They converted to Catholicism. I'm sorry if we got off on the wrong foot. Well, good then. Just a dude. Forgiveness. I forgive all sins. I forgive all of it. It's forgiven. I do have a request. And if you say tree grow, you're about the 151 first person. I got a bunch of SU college students that are black that would probably come to your house and rip your eyeballs out and stuff them up your butthole. Just saying. Probably come hurt you. These are expiring young men playing in football. Yes, I'm a Christian. Yes, I no, I'm not Christian. I'm with Christ. I'm with I am. I don't follow Christian values just to do. That's no. The Christian belief has been hornswoggled, lied about, and used to kill your brothers and sisters left and right. And the conservatives, which I called myself before, called themselves Christians. This isn't Christian. Debt is against Christ. Forgive all debts. You forgive your debtors. That's your daily prayer. The Lord tells you how to pray in a certain way, and it includes that. Plus, trespassers, get off my property. You forgive all trespassers, or none of your forgiveness. You get none from the Father. So I call myself beyond Christian. I'm with I am, and I am is with me. Yeah. I'm Jewish. I'm a Jew. My grandpa told me a secret. He says, we're Jews. We are Jews. We converted to Catholicism because in the time in Czechoslovakia was in trouble with being, the Jews were in trouble there in Czechoslovakia. It wasn't a nice place to be. They ran to America, ended up in Texas. He said, we killed all the Indians out of Texas. My mother's a half-breed, was. She had quarter-blood kids with my dad. My grandpa didn't want his mixed-blood grandchildren around, and he raised me because he loved me more than the rest. Imagine that. So, yeah. Yeah, you don't go to church. Church is, what's a nun? Just help me out with that one. Why do they call the Father a man father? That's just a man when the Lord says don't call anybody else father but the Lord, the Father, or the Father in heaven, the beloved. Yeah. Looks like Frank dipped out of here. Anyway, so earlier today, Grok showed me how to tell if someone is good scientists, a good scientist. Just from their demographics. For starters, according to the formula devised by Elon Musk chatbot, I dealt with the chatbot. It's got to be a money scam. I don't know. These guys are trying to. I'll give you $100. I work all night long. This is my night off. Today's my Saturday. Tomorrow is Sabbath. It started. Already started, and then I go back to work Sundays, and I work all night. I work a lot. I'm 50 years old, Generation X, but I make good money. It's just not enough in this feed the rich, bury the poor society. Um, those guys in Mumbai, Bangladesh, Africa, they're trying their best to extort, lie, cheat, steal, but in the end, they're just goats and they'll be just burned up. Hey, right on. Just a dude. Just a dude ranch. They used to call me doesn't like horses. Young man afraid of his horse. I hated horses. I hate them. Makes my guts hurt. I don't know. I never did like horses. Uh, had horses, played the cowboy thing, found out I wasn't a cowboy. Um, yeah, I wouldn't have made a very good Comanche, just saying. Or a Sioux, Lakota, or even a Cheyenne. I wouldn't be a good Cheyenne because I couldn't ride horses. I hate horses. Just hate them. I loathe horses. Loathe them. I'm a heavy fueler. I do fuel lube tech all night long. Heavy equipment all night. Out in the field constantly. I start at between 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:30 ish sometimes, and I get off at 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock. So. Hey, right on, Frank. That's good. It's good to be a nurse. It's good to be a nurse. I dealt with a lot of nurses, a lot of male nurses this year too when I was in the hospital for bronchial spasm. Like I said, me and Pope Francis, exact same night, we're in the hospital suffering from the exact same thing. I know what Pope Francis went through. My boss has just gone through that. He started about 3 weeks ago, same as me. I went through it too, um, and yeah, it's nurses saved me. The doctor came in the emergency room. He came in with the most albuterol they've ever given a person in Utah, in Iron County, anyways. And he saved my life that night. Then Pope Francis died because of cardiovascular issues. I went and had my blood pressure taken twice. I actually got called by the insurance company saying that we need you back to the doctor because of your insurance and you tested high on your blood pressure when I went through that nice little virus that came out of China just the other day. It came out of China in April, in May. So June, hit here June. Haven't fully recovered either. I still have to take all the asthma medication. Yeah, it's live, Michael. It's live. We went from 17,000 to 1,000 to 5,000 because it's a Christian channel, or Christ Himself. We're with AI. I am, right? Someone broke that down. I am AI. We're going to discuss AI. I hope I don't have an asthma attack. Good possibility. Like I said, I lived through that last virus. Razor blade throat. Oh, it's bad. Boss got double lung pneumonia. Um, he was the anti-COVID guy. Oh, don't you say that word. And then now he's on the 4-week breathing treatment with an oxygen tank. Yeah, he knows what I went through. Fortunately, with me, COVID acts different. COVID actually killed a lot of friends that I know, people I know, damaged their kidneys, and also one of my friends is dying respiratory, cardiac failure, kidney failure from the after effects of COVID. Good guy. Good guy. So they actually, I spent too much time on this AI thing. Mr. buzzed. To go back to just a dude. My uncle was a bull rider too. He has a plastic eye socket. Yeah, not a good thing. Um, he died bull riding. This is all plastic, and I quit watching the PBR. His eye socket's fake. It killed him. Came down. Bull came back up, hit him in the face. He was pretty good too. No, the bull came back, hit him in the face. Went down. Bull stomped on him. Clowns ran out, tried saving him. He was dead. They drug him off. The bull was trying to kill the clowns, trying to kill anybody that got in the arena. Came back. It was a professional bull. They stuck him on. He was just kind of. He was in the U.S. Navy, running around doing. He did the PBR circuit, PRCA circuit. Well, he just was with them. I think it was just like, it might not have been a professional rodeo class, but he was good enough, and he rode with a bunch of other bull riders. But he'd take his time and go ride when he had a chance. My uncle Shane was there. Did some bull riding too. He's got pictures back in the day when Chris Ledoux was still alive up there, Lehigh Roundup and other places. I worked with Bareback Jack. You know what Bareback Jack is? You're gonna break your back, Bareback Jack. That's Jack Ike, or Ike's you can call him. Old Jack died. Old Jack's dead. That's the one Chris Ledoux sung about. It was Jack. Jack said, "Dog boy, you ever met Chris Ledoux?" I said, "No." And Rhea worked at the KB's here, and she thought Jack was full of shit. And Jack, he was a part of Apache. And he'd always say, "Dog boy, I rode with Chris Ledoux, and I knew him, and we were the best." And I was like, "Sure you did, Jack. Sure you did." Well, guess what happened? He got invited to a rodeo with Rhea, his, well, girlfriend, you call her. Um, and I went to deliver to Rhea at KB, and I hadn't talked to Jack in a couple of years. And Rhea says, "He's Bareback Jack." That's what he always told me, Rhea. That's him. We went backstage with Chris Ledoux. There's a picture with Bareback Jack inside of his trailer. That's him. That's Bareback. Break your back, Bareback Jack. Yeah, I worked with him. He lived here in Utah. Um, no. There we go. Pippi Longstockings Trump. Yeah, we'll get this piece of garbage out of here. That is a goat. Bye bye. And it's just because there goes. As soon as I did this, I can't believe the trolls ain't on here yet. Kentucky. Kentucky. Yep. That's used to be an Indian state. Yeah. I've never been there. My great grandpa was born. I'm actually Tennessee Choctaw. Kind of weird to think that the Tennessee Choctaws, part Tennessee Choctaw. You wouldn't think the Choctaws were in Tennessee. It wasn't. You'd think Mississippi River Choctaws. Um, but it wasn't. They were Tennessee Choctaws, fought with Andrew on the side of Andrew Jackson against the Creeks, allied with them. And then we ended up in Arkansas. Um, Seems like they're pieces of, it's like hair coming off my nose. Yeah. Anyway, they ended up in Arkansas. And they had the Cherokees on one side, Western Arkansas, and they had a north end of the Tennessee Choctaws, and the Indian Removal Act came, and they removed the last of the civilized Choctaws that were there. Choctaw, Chickasaw County up there too. Yeah, never been there though. Never left Utah. So anyway, this wasn't the version of Grok that went rogue earlier in the week, praising Hitler, attacking users for Jewish sounding names, and generally spewing anti Semitism. It's Grok 4. An all new version launched Wednesday night with Elon Musk as billed as the smartest AI in the world. In some of AI's own tests, Grok 4 appears to match or beat competing models from OpenAI and Anthropic, and on advanced science math problems. It can't learn intelligence. It's impossible. Intelligence cannot, just like that idiot that came on here about Pippi Longstockings, that is quasi-intelligence. These people, their brains are retarded. It's like their timing's off. They've gotten a sickness or had some kind of damage to the birthing canal, lack of oxygen. Now we know that viruses actually do cause brain damage. And these things here, they're only as good as the code that's put in them or the apps that they run. Um, but they found something different. Like I was saying, they got the ghost of the machine. That's what Musk is talking about. They're not biologic creatures, beings. These are just intelligence, and they're going to wipe out the humans. That's what they do. Good to see you tonight. After my car accident, oh dang it! You got yeah. Which car accident? I'm the cookbook. I'm lost on that one. I know that you had the same as my stepdad. Won't mention the syndrome, if that's what got you that, or did you have a car accident tonight? I do have a mod. I have a couple mods. One disappeared. I know he got too busy. And the other one is her name's Flower. Awesome, great, but she might have backed out for good. Yeah, I heard about that. There was all kinds of, but one of the big ones with Christians per se is with the DNA of a kid that's in there. You guys ever heard of that one? Yeah, the DNA they used in all these vaccines or an animal. It's all bad. I heard there was things inside there too. Yo, I heard that aliens kidnapped you and did research on you as you are okay on your ass. Okay, let's see. We're actually going to go to this trash person. I got in a car accident. Oh, dang it. This guy, I heard it was nanotubes or something. Yeah, they're talking. There's a lot of different stuff in the vaccines. I haven't got into it much because you can't talk about it on YouTube. Um, once you, once you're, I'm gonna try to sign in one of these. I'm gonna find this clown. I hope you recover too. Let's see, Mr. Buzz. Let's see who's that guy that did anime. Started the anime channel. He killed his entire family. So this guy's probably gonna be in the anime section. We're gonna go back just real quick. Cookbook, get better, please. We need you to get better. We need you. No, this guy doesn't. He's so bad with his cover. M01DE. He's so bad that he doesn't even have a channel. That guy. No more results. And all they have is I typed in M01DE1 and there's only 1 to 1. Um, yeah, he doesn't have it. That guy's a pretty, this guy has, yo, heard, I want to see where his channel was. The funny thing is to go to these people's channels and see, they're like, they have no views. Today we're only going to get 1,000 views at the most. The people that are actually here, they're not showing you. Is anyone else frozen? No, I'm not. Good day from Australia. Have a great weekend. You too. Have a great week. Thanks for showing up. Um, no, I have been frozen. We've been freezing constantly our internet because of the fire. Yeah, because of the fire, it's been messing things up. Yeah, I can't find that guy's. That's his actual M1 MO capital M. I'm trying to figure this guy out. Z, we're just talking about. I got a Russian guy here. I got to go back to. praying for you in Russia. Remember one thing that the Lord said specifically. Have you ever heard, "Thou shalt not kill"? I take it even further. You harm a child, you might as well put a millstone around your neck, and throw yourself in the ocean. Now you killed your brother for the rich man. System of the Downs. Why are they always send the poor? You killed your brothers, whether Ukrainians, whether they're anything. That's between you and the Father, my dad, my grandpa, all soldiers. My son is between them and the Father. So you that's in Russia, make sure, you Ukrainians too, you dying for them. And the sick and depraved generation we see today is excited to see a drone chase a man inside of a hole and his buddies and be blown to bits. They're excited to see human intestines and brains splattered all over in those trenches. There's never been a sicker generation now. This is a depraved generation, dating wise, relationship wise, fans only wise. This is the most depraved time in human history, more Satanist time. This is where the devil's armies are running through. So you in those battles and those wars, remember, thou shalt not kill. Now it's time to repent for all of it. Christian. No, let's see, it wouldn't say, what religion I am, I'm with I am. Yes. I haven't seen that. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I have not. Ever seen Battlestar Galactica 2005? Oh, that was messed up. That was really messed up. Not your comment. I just had a black line go right across there, but I did hurt my eye today. Um, that was creepy. It seems we have a demon infested person here has just showed up. I wonder who it might be. Could be somebody on here. Yeah, they're killing in war. It's all wrong. You can't kill anybody. You won't be accepted into the kingdom of heaven. No, just go to OG on TV services. We'll check it out. Battlestar Galactica would put you just like Trisha Hayford. She's the one that played Six on Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica is based on the Book of Mormon, based on the traveling of a group of people, you'd call them, that traveled here from the heavens, is backed by Russell Means and his interview. Russell Means is a Native American actor and Indian activist that died 2012, less than a month later after my mother died. He told the story of the people that traveled here, his ancestors. Yes. I don't need your stupid money, and if you say I don't need you here and I never want you back here again, so you better hope and you better repent, because I banish you and you're unforgiven. Never come back. Good job. Unforgiven. The trolls are murderers. They killed my friend. They got his stepson. They trolled him until he shot my friend. So the troll can burn in hell. The Lord's coming back to throw them into hell. They're getting bundled and burned. I don't know where everybody thinks that this is any different. I'll pay $100 super chat if you cut your hair. We don't keep with devils, goats, or swine. Sorry. Bye-bye. Yeah. Lucidity 2 troll. Told you demon just showed up. Yeah. I've already died. It wasn't January 10th. It was October 7th, on the anniversary of that. Hamas invaded Israel, when I went up to take a star map up on the mountain up here where I died, and shot up in the sky and sat there. So there's no other view. There's either saved or unsaved. And I know just a dude. That's up to you. You will find out or not. But this generation, you guys have got to get right. There's no other view. I know where I'm going. I'm not, I don't entertain. It's not okay. The lost sheep, that's it. You guys that don't believe in the Lord Yeshua, I'm sorry, but you're in the wrong place. I wish you would consider reading the Lord's words and not Paul's or Peter's or Acts or the Talmud or the Torah. Everything was fulfilled by the Lord. We can't have conflicting opinions. I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming. Let's see. I want to do, well, Marilla, we can banish you, and then when you decide that, when you say, oh, God, please save me, I'm going to say, well, I died, and I would be, the last thing I'd be saying is calling anything with Christ a cult. I'd say there's a lot of people wrong. People are wrong, and you that call yourselves Christians have been, you've been deceived because you preached the gospel of Paul. That's your fellowship. Morella. There is no diamonds in this world. There's no diamonds in this world. You're a transgender Morella Diamond with 22. Which one are you? Oh, that one's you. Yeah, that one's you. This is a cult. I'm a cult. Okay. Well, you're definitely Marilla Diamond with your 22 views. No. Subscriber 32 Diamond. No. That I'm done. Don't Marilla, whatever. You bye bye. Don't ever come back. You're banished forever. Wow. Wow. Calling me a cult. Okay. Wow. Can't even explain it. This is so wrong. What rock would you crawl out and call this me a cult? Yeah, this generation's done. It's over. It's over. Yeah, there's no. They've already. It's not going to fix itself here. There's no. This love here is. We didn't do what we did for this. My generation. I'm 50. We didn't do this for this. This is the person that called me a cult. Just saying. Let's get rid of this. I'm just gonna show you Marilla, whatever, blah 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 blah. Let's see what this is. See the rooster back there, the bull elk. This is Marilla Diamond right there. Okay, let's click on that. Yeah, let's click on this. That's what just called me a cult. That's who just called me a cult. Okay. I'm a cult. I'm a cult. I don't know, from this to this. I mean, I'm a cult. This is how could I be a cult? Oh my God. Please protect me. Father, I saw the black mist here. And I saw the black mist in the room, and I knew there was a demon here. Let's do Cannibal Giants and save us. That's some pretty. I'm gone with this. This is why YouTube is such a disaster, a dangerous place. This is why it's so dangerous. See a rooster? Yay! My paintings up there. Yeah. That's why this place is so dangerous. That literally is who came and did that. I gave that to my friend that's a cancer survivor right now. I gave my TP to him. Those are burn poles from Panguitch. We got to work on my Cannibal Giants page. Yeah. We really need to work on my Cannibal Giants page. Because it's unfindable. Yes. I was going to go by Cannibal Giants page, but I can't get to it. Huh. Why am I posting anything on here? There I am right there. Okay. Let's see. Cannibal Giants. I go to my page. Not this. Show you this picture. No, it's just I have a bunch of videos on there. I can't get this thing to work. Cannibal Giants. Where is my freaking page? Yeah. I'm going to go to my page and I got to sign in. I'm going to sign in under Cannibal Giants. YouTube. Yeah, good night. God loves you, everybody. YouTube cookbook. Yeah, and Chris, that thing, it's there's no, I'm sorry, it's comes here, calls us a cult. I would be afraid for anybody that would come here and call this a cult, especially somebody that doesn't. I mean, what have you done? I mean, Gilligan. I mean, come to this page and call me a cult. Okay. Subscribe. How come I can't subscribe in my own freaking channels? Yeah, I think I've lost a few channels. Anyway, I got some more pictures to show. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to do some more pictures here. I've been banned anyways, so as soon as you do something against the transgender movement, you're attacked. It's over. You're done. That's a pretty cool picture. Yeah. I'm really worried about the cookbook now after the accident. This is a pretty cool one, too. This is from 2 years ago. These are my own pictures anyways, by the way. I don't use other people's stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And this is a picture I painted, and guess what happened today? It doesn't show very well. It's too big, it looks like, but the top of that mountain just fell off. That peak on the Grand Tetons. This is a painting I did years ago. You can only see the top of the roof of the cabin, but that peak on the Grand Tetons just fell off today. Let's see. This one is. It doesn't show. The problem I have is, you can only show so much on here. But this, I'm going to buy a lot. As you can see, that one's a pretty cool one too. It's from the mountain a couple of years ago. Real pretty. And then we'll go to this one. This is that. I was out here today. They're all gone. They rounded up the Indian Mustangs that were out there. They're all gone. They did it during the Biden administration too. But this is the sulfur herd. They're gone. They're rounding them up. People are like, good job. Well, you can't have horses you can eat. And if you're not Comanche or Apache, you don't understand. This is a drawing up by Parolin. You see the ship. You see the Daffy or the Wile E. Coyote eyes on this. This is the Utah petroglyphs. That is a ship here. Could be another ship coming down right here. And there is the being, and there's the big-eyed beings. This is above Paraguna. There's a lot more circles and stuff. So was there aliens here? I don't know. Ask the people that moved here what they think, because apparently they can tell us exactly what's going on, even though they have no idea, not a clue what's even going on here. And then they'll educate us on everything they feel, because they think that things are the way they want them to be, not the way things are. It's quite the hilarious thing, especially this generation. It's definitely lost its marbles. Just total fights you to the very end, just like this guy, that page we just went to, where he's dancing around going blah 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 blah, and it's like, you're a cult. I'm a cult. My good gosh, look at yourself, bro. Yeah, there's just lots and lots and lots of pictures I take constantly. It's pretty fun, but I'm always out in places that um, things think, not the places, these people somewhere in some place where they're dressing up like that. I don't do that. I don't live in that place. If I Oh, there's the Elon Musk one. Yeah. This is Starlink again right there. That's Starlink. Gosh dang it, it's too low. Look at that. That was the other Starlink. Brindley, I didn't know you lived next door to me. No idea. I had no idea you lived next door to me. Well, I'll tell you what happens. There's some guys that's going to roll up on me. And then they're done that. Then they're done that. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. I think that's these guys, these crazy people do something dumb. I hope they don't do anything dumb. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing 4 years, 5 years. I've told the stories about my encounters. So I call them encounters. They're demons. I've talked a lot about it on Facebook. My Facebook videos are a lot better, but I mean, I've lost everybody as friends. It's kind of crazy. There's nobody left anymore. Everybody hates me. That's good, because you preach the gospel. Everybody around you is supposed to hate you. That's what they're supposed to turn on you. So I've done my job. What if you live in the house that my friend was killed? Zoltar can't say anything because the super new generation of lunatics took over, so you can't say nothing about that. You're not allowed to. The Fifth Estate went after Buffy St. Marie. She wrote "Up Where Eagles Fly." Lord, lift us up where we belong. And they attacked her because she's an Italian. She is. She's Italian. Her parents were Italians. Brindley, you can't live next to me. You're up at 2. It's probably midnight right now. You better be asleep, Brindley. And you live next door to me. You're pretty dang young. You got to be careful with what you're posting. One view, one view, one view. Please be really careful. This is not you. This is you. No, this is different, Brindley. It just says Brindley. It doesn't say your. Yeah, it doesn't say ad. It says 2 videos. It says Brindley. Yeah. Be careful, these people. This generation is not as bad as far as that's concerned. But they're bad. There's still really bad guys out there that could come after you. Just if you post something, do it quietly. Don't be around anybody, or do Facebook. Brindley, I'd suggest going to Facebook. Don't. I'm with you. We're all brothers in Christ. We are. And we're with I am. If you're with I am, you're with the Lord. I'm with you. You're with me. If you're with the Lord, He's with you. You're with Him. He's in you, and you're in Him. You're the ship, the vessel, the body of Christ. He lifts you, gets you up there. What did they call you? Flying bat shit. You know, you bastards killed my friend, Zoltar. You and others like you. Others like you. The same kind of garbage you guys did to my friend's stepson until he shot my friend 9 times in AK-47. I engaged him. I didn't shoot him. He could have come and killed my wife. That's what we thought he was. Coming to kill his. He was coming to kill his mom. We thought. You. I think you're a capital Z. You are a capital. I swear to put a capital Z there. You always have some kind of stupid name that everybody else has. You guys are, yeah, Zoltar. You always copy somebody else's name. There's no way to find you. Let's see if we can find this guy. Yeah, you guys are murderers. You trolls. You killed so many people. Just trolled and got on here and said rude things because that's what you do. That's your generation. The system of the damned is what you are. And just watch you guys just disappear. You just go away. Nobody cares. I mean, what was you? You trolled my friend, his son, until he killed my friend. Yeah, Nichetti. I don't know. Let's see. It's got to be. He's got to be N-I-C-H. It's got to be N-I-C-H-T-E. N-I-C. I bet he's capital N. He is. Yeah, he doesn't even have a Nichetti Films. Yeah, you stole somebody else's. This guy's he's a tick, a leech, just a tick. Goes and takes somebody else's stuff. So this guy, yeah. So Zoltar Nichetti. Great big story. He doesn't have his own. This is how bad he is. So this is what this demon. Let's say this demon guy that posted that. What do you call you? Bat shit. Bat. Let's see what this ugly human being is, creature is. Let's see, got to get rid of that. So that's who he is. This is how Zoltar is. So Zoltar is this guy. So this Zoltar Nichetti. Look at this. This is who his page is. Look how evil, demonic. Look how evil. Just the most wicked creature. Zoltar, that's what he's doing. See this witchery, this Satanism? Zoltar speaks. Look at this guy. I'm not kidding you. This is what this Zoltar Nichetti guy said. He's like, what do you call it? You Native American? These are the demons. YouTube is full of demons. YouTube is absolutely full of demons. Worse than anything else you can imagine in this place. You know, if they could do anything to YouTube, it would get rid of the demon bastards because they kill people. Zoltar. See, this guy is. I'm trying to find your garbage pail kid, Zoltar. Your stupid Satanism. I probably think you're living in Pakistan, more than likely, but you're a devil. You're a Satanist. You're a Luciferian. You're done. I mean, I'm literally talking to cannon fodder. You're going to be burned. Still can't find your channel. Still looking for it, and it's just this demon thing. I mean, this is Zoltar. This is this garbage murderer. What he does. This guy's killed people. This Zoltar guy has. I mean, this guy is a demonic entity. Zoltar is Nichetin. I mean, he's got Chetty. Look at this. Look at he's named after. What a demon. Just demonic. Got to be Indian from India. Yeah. There's me live. Wow, look at that. But Zoltar, man, that's horrible. No, it's not. It's no, that's you, bro. No, that's you. That's you. You're that bad of a person. You are literally that horrible. I mean, just a creature. I don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how you live with yourself. This is Zoltar. See, this is you. This is what you. This is who you are. This is who you're representing. What a demon! Holy shit, Zoltar. I mean, I've seen devils before. We've dealt with devils before, but man, you are probably. You're almost as bad as the last one that was on here. Look what you got. That's Zoltar. Replica Zoltar. Wow, that man. Tell you what, I wouldn't want to be you. I mean, I think that I don't think there's even salvation for you. I don't even know where you're going to be. Literally, I'm speaking to a man that's a demon. You would repent today. Maybe you'd get a chance. I'm still trying to find your channel. Nechet, Zoltar Nechet. 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 It's a game. Really? Is it a game? Just like your entire generation thinks it's a game. Yeah, we're back into it again. There you are. You can't find you. I don't know how big your channel is. Anybody wants to go to Zoltar Nechet and see the devil, his demonic posts. Kind of like the guy that was just saying that this is a cult. Yeah. Where are you, bro? I mean, I want to see your channel. I mean, everybody's dressing up like you. Zoltar Nechet. Nechet. It's not a game. At Matt Does Notes. No, you're Zoltar, bro. Let's see. So Matter what? What was it? M-A... Anybody wants to go to this guy's channel and see what he's... We'll see. We'll show some love. The last one was a transgender lady. I tried it. I just tried it. Give him some Matter Does. Yeah. I mean, are you in a dress, bro? 2 subscribers. 2. You have video games. 2. Is that a pot plant up there on your left side, too? Not a little pot plant there. I mean, this is your channel. I'm just checking. Yeah, you have 2 subscribers. Zoltar. 2. And what'd you say about me? Let's see. Let's show what the 2 subscribers. Let's see. Let's see if it's yourself twice. I mean, this is you. I mean, this is literally pot plant. There's your thing. A kangaroo, a lock, hop off, J, cat, 100% laugh, more. I mean, this is you. Right? I'm just saying, you have 2 subscribers. 7 videos. 75 views. And what was it the lovely said the thing you said to me with your insanity, Zoltar and your devilism? Hey, man, that's a demon. I mean, it's just going back. But I'm not an Indian. Yes, but I'm not an Indian. India, take it back. Are you Pakistani? Yeah, and you didn't spell no right either. Haha. Just going back to these old. She's kind of hot. Looks like your mom. Who are you? A call center mongoloid? I'm just checking, Zoltar. You are a Pakistani. You're a Pakistani. Yeah, yeah. I think that you're. You. I'm gonna see how many views you got. Let's see. You're two subscriber from Pakistan. Hey, you know what? I am Indian from India too. I got Indian in me too. Yeah, I have an ancestor as an Indian. Yeah, bet you love that, don't you? Zoltar. I think Zoltar's actually Indian too. I bet he is. You do the thing like this a little bit, Zoltar. You do that. You do a Zoltar. Maybe when you're alone. I told you what I am. I'm a dot and a feather, bro. What, you can't be one. Oh, what do you got to be? You got to be Pakistani yourself. Really? How did you work out with bin Laden over there, dumbass? You guys had him the whole time, and then the U.S. did that to you. Nearly blew your entire country up. Zoltar. I mean, sure, I'm just asking for a friend. You had bin Laden the whole time. There's like, there's literally a billion plus Indians, and you guys nearly blew each other up for no reason. Zero. For the dumbest damn things you could ever. Why? Because they need their nuclear war, and they want Zoltar in the front catching the bomb. Zoltar, let me catch this. Still a demon. No, you're as dumb as they come, you jackass piece of shit. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, get out of here. Um, I think that usually there's a group that gets involved that are out of a certain area that believes that. Yeah, you're subscribed to me. Yep, latest subscriptions. Well, Zoltar, I have to ban you permanently. And the reason why is because, realistically, you already should have been in a nuclear war. I don't know what's going on here. Um, you guys apparently can't get along with your neighbors. I don't know what that stupid ass thing is. And you represent a demon called Zoltar. You represent a demon called Zoltar. We showed it. That's you. It doesn't matter if it's a game. No, I'm not a little. Oh, you're a fat guy then. I guess that's good for you because I'd rather be a little guy. I'm just telling you, cholesterol, it's a real important thing. Real important thing. Get out of here, free will. This guy's garbage. Yeah, just get rid of him. Um, yeah, Zoltar, he's like he doesn't like Indians. You can call him a Pakistani, but you can't call him an Indian. So basically, the same damn person with a little bit less traits of the other one, but you can't barely tell the two people apart. Kashmir, I know about the place. And they're killing each other over stupidity for no reason. So when you get a guy, it's like, you can call me a Pakistani, but not an Indian. And then his other little girlfriend gets on there that's wearing a dress, just like the other girl we looked at earlier, gets on there and says, "You're as white as they come. You're as white as they come." And then goodbye, little guy, which is a good thing. You'd rather be a little guy than having high cholesterol and being a big guy. Saves a lot of headache, a lot of fat, a lot of cholesterol. No, he's not. Sheep. No, Jesus is not a historical figure. I don't keep with demons. Just don't. So bye. I mean, you don't need to be here. Ban Shep also. Where's he at? Was that the one I just did? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Garbage. Just these guys. If you go to their channels, it's like Matt does notes, and he is literally Zoltar, the demon. I mean, an Indian demon with the Indian. He even we went to Zoltar. It's not a game. It's Zoltar. We seen the animated 1970s carnival Zoltar with the turban on, and it's got red eyes. It's demonic. The guy's a demon, And I seen something go across. You all witnessed that. It's now evidence. You watch this. Literally, when that guy got on here, called this a cult, I saw a black entity go across. It's all recorded. You've seen it now. Yeah, probably. In the movie they had. I seen one of those movies where they had that, where they had a Zoltar, uh, possessed, maybe like inside a glass box. That's what this guy's. And I'm still on his. I went to his subscriptions, and he says he's on here live subscriptions. So, um, I gotta actually get him off of here because I'm gonna have to do something drastic. To this guy. Um, I'd rather not report him because it's just it's a bad thing. Maybe I'll just have to report him for he follows 45 News Utah, um, ABC 7, Israeli News Live, Lisa Haven, AMTV, Wired. He goes Wired, and he does Greg Evans. So if he's watching Greg Evans, um, none of that Israeli News Live he's after. So he's probably going to be some kind of a Nutburger, Marilyn Manson, Stan. See, this guy even watches Stan. Surrey. That's what's weird. Unless he's in the U.S. and he's Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Western grind, and he does Zoltar. This guy's got some issues. So, and yeah, he goes to the Rut team, Antler Trader. Wow, he's literally watching Antler Trader. That's some big stuff. That you guys don't know who Antler Trader is. Um, Coyote Assassins. I'm friends with those guys, just so you know, Zoltar, with the founder of that. Ryder Industries, Mike Morales, Joel versus Butch. He's got a lot of donut operator. This might be my subscriptions. I'm on his channel. No, that's not his. This is you. This is my home. Those are all mine. Yeah, I was gonna have to go talk to my buddy Jeremy and see if he knows who this Matter does notes. Find the guy. Go find out what he's doing on my channel. Yeah, it's time to take action against these guys. It's time to take action against these guys. There we go. Spam and scam, harassment, and cyberbullying. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Put him as high cyberbullying. I just reported him, so. Yeah, so I just reported him. Best thing to do. See, I haven't seen any more. If we get any more on here, I'll just report them to the cookbook. Are you okay? I'm worried about you. This is a wreck isn't good. I've been thinking about that with my daughter. Actually, I want to find this guy too. Shep Gibson. I want to report his channel too. Cyberbullying. He deserves it. He's got a capital. What they do is they use a capital. So they'll take Shep Gibson and they'll usually use somebody else's Uh, there he is, Shep Gibson. At Shep Gibson, 50 subscribers. 50. Um, there's Shep Gibson, so it's going to be at Shep Gibson. Let's see what he's got for his link. Shep Gibson Music, 50 subscribers, 10 videos, share channel report user. I can't report this guy yet, but he's another, looks like a goofball. Same type of stuff. 50 subscribers, 10 videos. Yeah, I'd report him too. But it's Shep Gibson Music, so I'm not sure if that's him. I erased his profile. Wished I knew what it was because I could report him. Hey everyone. Hey Storm, was it Storm? So I got two Shep Gibson / topic. Maybe that he just didn't have that. I don't know what his icon looks like. If I did, I would have reported him. So he's using somebody else's thing, or he's 11 years ago, he had 525 views singing a song. But it looks like Worship and Psalms, the Venture Way podcast. Join Shep Gibson. Worship. Oh, geez. If he's a Christian, that's even worse. Yeah. It's him. I think. I didn't see what his profile looked like. If I had this guy looking back like this. Whatever, dude. 12 years ago, he had 674 views. This is why as they come. He's a white man. He's a full white man. 7 years ago, Venture Christian Church. Yeah. If this is the guy, if that's hilarious, if he's on here, this is the guy here, then he's the white man. Totally. No native ancestors, nothing. He's a white man. As white as they come. And he's been actually going out as a Christian, claiming to be a Christian 11 years ago. Yeah. I got Shep Gibson topic. 2 subscribers. Yep. I'm not going to join this guy. But that's all I found for Shep Gibson. He's basically a fake Christian running around. 12 years ago, 1.5 thousand views. He did good. 177. A lot of songs there, Shep. Lots of songs, Shep. 2.2 thousand views. 12 years ago, Shep. You're a white man. Saying. This guy's as white as they come. Okay. Yeah, Shep's white as they come. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like he is. This guy pretends to be a Christian. Chimes in, tell him stories. I'm not even going to talk to you people that ask those questions. Go ask questions somewhere else. Don't even. I'm not gonna answer it because you're just monsters. You answer the question. You start out with Weird Al Yankovic repeatedly. Again, last time it was Willie Nelson. Time before that, you guys were calling me a Jew. And then you started saying, then you had the ghetto people come in from the middle of the hood and started with that. And I went to their profile and it's like 3 subscribers. And you had, I mean, don't ask these questions. Yeah. What's the topic here? I don't mean to be rude, but all I have is disdain for religious types. Well, then seems like this might be a Christian stream. Yeah, then head out. The self-deport. Are you not an Indian? Who are you? Why do I have to be anything to you people? I don't have to answer to these questions because you called me a Jew one day, and then the next day you called me Willie Nelson, and now you guys are out there saying Weird Al. See, being rude asking that. Would you ask a Navajo that? Would you ask a black man that? Would you ask a Jew that? Would you ask a Pakistani? Are you Pakistani or Indian? Will you walk up and say, "Are you Indian?" They look at you and say, I'm Pakistani. Don't say that to me." Because there's so much hatred, disdain for the native people here in America because just can't stop from doing it, can anybody? That's just the question of the day. And if it's not a Jew, if it's a Jew, is it a Jew? Is it a Jew? Went through that for months. That's why this channel is shut down. Because you're asking dumb questions. Why the hell would I ask you what you are? You're playing the same game over and over again. You ask people questions like that because the last time I said anything, we started off with a transgender guy that was saying I was a cult. So don't ask questions like that. None of your business. None yet. Okay? Don't come on to your and ask you if you're a white man. I ain't gonna come on to your channel and ask you if you're an Asian man. What brought that on anyway? Why would you call me an Indian? What the hell did I do? I mean, literally, what did I do? I'm asking for a friend. What did I do? What made me thinking that I was an Indian? What made you think that I was a Native American? I mean, I'm calling you guys out that do this stuff. Just like Shep, the fake Christian with 50 subscribers. What makes you think I'm an Indian? Do I look like an Indian to you? Do I look like a Native American to you? I'm just asking for a friend. Do I look like a Native American? Would you see Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, Geronimo in me? When you look at me, do you see a white man like Benjamin Franklin? Do you see a Jew like Netanyahu in front of you? Because I'm 50 years old and I have hair still? I'm just asking for a friend because every time I get on here, if I was a black man, nobody can say anything and it'd be rude. But what makes you think that I'm an Indian? Is it my background? Is it my buffalo skulls? Is it my leggings I wore as a boy? Is it my tomahawk? Is it the bull elk up on this thing? Is it the buffalo that I hunted? Just asking. You guys keep asking questions because you're trying to pry at me. But what do I look like to you? Like Christ said, what do you, I am what you think I am. And if I don't find a brother in Christ, I don't care. Go away. Because you'd ask Christ the same thing and say, I am what you think I am. Because if I look like an Indian to you, this is not a wig. It's not a wig. This 50-year-old man's hair doesn't fall out as easy as the most. But it's because I have long hair. Maybe I'm a transgender. Yeah. What about my face? Is it my Jewish nose or my Indian nose? Which nose is it? Is it my high cheekbones? I'm just asking for a friend. You know, I'm 50 and I'm still pretty skinny. I don't have hair on my body much. But I can't say I'm an Indian. I can't even say that my Indian ancestor, I'm not allowed. I had an Indian with a dot in the forehead. Indian ancestor. 3 generations, 4 generations back. But I also had this generation that had the feathers on the top. But I'm not allowed to say that. Because just like what's his buck? I already forgot who he was. The white guy that said, this guy's as white as any white man, or whatever the hell he said. That's what I'm dealing with here. Getting called Weird Al Yankovic's brother. Willie Nelson's a good one. Yeah. Or the hoodlums said they're going to roll up on me because all white men want to be Indians. You're all pretend Cherokees. That was a good one. The threat of violence on my house because they said I look like an Indian. That was interesting. I am what you think I am. Today maybe I'm an Indian. Tomorrow maybe I'll be a Jew. Maybe the next day I'll be a white man. Don't know. Maybe I'll be the Indian with the dot in the forehead like my great 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 grandmother with the dot. Because it'll never appease this place. It'll never stop. It'll always be violence. Yeah, they won't allow you to be Choctaw. They won't allow you to be Chickasaw unless you got a roll card and you be 132nd. You get a drop of blood and be a Cherokee. I read the Cherokee rolls. I've done the history study on the Cherokee rolls. You walk into the Dawes Agency, and these natives, this new generation, the old ones are gone. These people now, old ones are gone. There are very few old ones left. These are new people, and the rest are gone. Just like my mom gone, my grandpa gone, my step grandpa gone, her sister's gone. They're all gone. They're all gone. Very few old elders left anywhere, even on the Navajo reservation. They're going away fast. But this new generation, they I they're nothing. I just can't deal with them. They're just beyond. They don't even know what it was like to understand true racism. They had no idea what it was like to be a third class citizen. Not a clue. But then you got to be Choctaw. But you do the studies, and you could be 132nd, 1/8 walk in the Dawes Agency, the largest theft in American Indian history, to do with all the treaties. You walk in, they say, "Oh no, you're one. We're your 1/2, 132nd Seminole. That's what you are." Yeah, they did that too. Yeah, walk in and say, "You know what? You're not even a Choctaw. We don't call you a Choctaw. You know what you really are? You're Osage. Yeah, you're 1/64th Osage because they're the blood quantum. That's what it was about. And the tribes are no better. The tribal system was never an Indian policy, just like the great Russell Means said, talked about. Was never this tribal council thing was a foreign entity. Um, that's a good video. You did Dow Jones. Well said, Eloise. I'm pretty sure I've got Bigfoot in my family hair all over. I'd be kind of be cool to have hair, you know. I never had any. It's just kind of the hair on my head and the one other spot, and that's it. But oh, this guy says, he's a fairy tale. Well, get out of here. Don't come back. Yeah, they don't. The American Indian, Native Americans, depends on what generation you're from. If it was the American Indian movement, 1960s and 70s, Wounded Knee 2, Russell Means, Dennis Banks, that was the generation. Those that went to the DAPL protest, Cannibal, North Dakota, that was the generation. The ones that said, "Come fight with us here." Those were the ones. So many were lost during COVID, and then you have the one great, Canadian group, the Fifth Estate, that come in. They're monsters. They're absolute monsters. Um, I don't recognize these people now. They don't know what it was like. Know what it was like in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s being native. Dan Wolves came out and it just was all of a sudden it was like everybody's cool that's Indian. Wow, it's so cool now. Before that, just like my mother said, they're drunks. They're drunks. They're violent. She says, "You don't want to be Indian. You don't want to be Native American." She said that face. She says, "You don't want to be them." Her dad was violent, violent, violent. Her stepdad was a Cheyenne. He died too. Violent. Boxed with Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. Saw the picture. But there was no good reputation. My friend I grew up with in prison for nearly life. My other friend is homeless now, wandering somewhere down in Arizona. Craig Tom died. Paiute. He got into drugs. He died. His youngest brother barely survived. Their dad, I know, died of COVID, double lung pneumonia. Same with the other Paiute guy that I knew. He died too. My neighbors up here were Paiute. They're both dead. They're gone. The one kid was driving up his half blood up down the road. I talked to his friend. He's in prison now. Deb and Jeremy next door, my friends, they were murdered by Chaz, was murdered by the trolls. Her daughter married a Paiute guy that had a half breed kid, and he committed suicide. The dad did. Where are we? Where are we? Just saying. I mean, it might help to keep some people warm, but it doesn't feel nice. Yeah, I grow a huge beard. I look like I got the Jewish blood too. I do. I have Jewish blood. I mean, my grandpa said it quietly. Um, it's rare to find an Indian festival anymore these days, but I wish we could still have them multiple times a year. There was a tribe that messaged me back in North Carolina that's having a festival. And what tribe it was. I never heard of them before. You know, South Carolina Cherokees, you know, they got Forced March 1830 and the Removal Act. I even listened to a lady back in the 1800s that turn of the century that watched the forced march of the Cherokees into the prison war camp. Remember, the Cherokees were westernized at that time; they're civilized. Um, we have our Paiute powwow here, restoration powwow every spring, beginning of summer. Great time. I don't go to them anymore. No, the big Uinta powwows, I don't go to them anymore. It's not worth it. I gave up. I gave up. The old ones are gone. You know, yeah, South Carolina Cherokees. Yep. I'm not South Carolina Cherokee. Um, um, oh, that's me. The Chris. Yeah, it's you, South Carolina. I had an ancestor who was supposed to be in South Carolina. We followed that ancestor, Maud Miller. She's a Cherokee woman. She's rolled. She's a full blooded Cherokee, but she was in the mix with the Choctaw Chickasaw. So, and then my Comanche Apache came from my great grandma. My great grandma was a Comanche Apache, so she was a throwaway. She died in her 30s. She died on the way to Walla Walla, Washington. They traded Jimmy Underwood. We call him Jimmy Badger. They traded him for a gallon of gas and a bag of groceries to the black people. Yeah, so it's crazy. Um, I'm with Christ now. I'm with the Lord Yeshua. There was a huge movement. I think it was with the Osage people. I think Christian movement. Always been ours. It's called Indian bartering. We give without expecting to receive. The only thing we didn't know about was the Savior. But then you get into Russell Means and the traveling, the six planets in the heavens, coming here, tricked here by the trickster. It's star knowledge. But there was a huge Christian movement. Indian boarding schools was not Christian. They were not good Christian. I have no ties, no legal ties to my ancestors, nor would I. I'm with Christ now. See, everybody thinks I'm Indian. Alice, why do I look like an Indian? Everybody thinks I'm some kind of Native American. I mean, is it my nose? Is it my face? Is it my cheekbones? You know, is it my arms? What is it? What it's because I'm 50. I mean, for some reason, everybody thinks I'm American Indian. I don't have a clue. I'm not allowed to be an Indian anymore. Just like this fake preacher pastor guy said, I'm as white as a white. I'm the whitest white man ever. Okay, guess I am. I am what you think I am, but I'm not allowed to be anything. Just like the great Russell Means said, American Indian movement. He said I can be anything I want in this country, but an American Indian. Anything. I'm a Jew. I'm English, Irish, Scottish, Danish. I'm Czechoslovakian. Yeah, my brother's white skin. My mother had hair to her butt. My mom was a pretty breed. My grandpa was a mean, violent 6'9", dark as dark, huge man. My grandma shot him and he walked out the door. But he was also in prison, suspected of killing a lot of people, killing them, beating them to death. Took a guard at the Utah State Penitentiary, shoved his face in a chain link fence, and the guy had the zigzags from the fence. And my Uncle Dave, when he found out who my dad was dating, my mother, he forbid my mother or my dad to marry my mother because he knew the guy that my grandpa did that to. My grandpa hated white people, just hated white people. I never knew him. I mean, I don't know him. This is just stories I heard. He really hated him. Yeah, you're there. You go. And I'm Czechoslovakian too. I'm a Galetka. Yep. But he hated white men, and he married a little short Mormon woman from Salina. She was like 5'5", and he was huge. But he abandoned everybody. Yeah, he just abandoned everybody. I'm a 50-year-old man, is what I am. Yeah. Sydney, hey, good to see you. Yeah, we came from, my grandpa was a Bohemian. He spoke Czech. Yeah, a good man. Stanley Anton Galetka. There's still a street there. There's actually a bakery and a street named Galetka. But the Germans killed us all off. But we did convert to Catholicism. My side of the family came to, um, they landed in Texas. They actually were supposed to go to Ellis Island, and the ship landed in Texas, became sharecroppers. My grandpa was on a tractor working on our farm, and the recruiters pulled up, said Pearl Harbor's been bombed. We need you to join up. My grandpa said, I'm not a citizen of the United States. And they said, we'll fix that. Come with us. So my grandpa signed up. He became a sergeant, U.S. Army. He was wounded in the Philippines, fighting for the Philippines. My grandpa fought the Pacific Island side of the war. He was injured. He had his leg blown up. His buddy stepped on a landmine, blew my grandpa's. And actually, when he had heart surgery, they took the vein out of the good leg. He raised me. He didn't want nothing to do with Indians. He hated my mom. We didn't really hate her, but he said that we killed all the Indians out of Texas because he was a Texan. You know, after 1885 on, he was raised in Texas. And he said we killed all the Indians out of Texas. And he didn't want nothing to do with me and my brother until he raised me. My dad brought me home, said, I need your help with him. My dad was a Vietnam vet, combat vet, decorated. My grandpa was a vet, decorated. Um, and my grandpa raised me, took care of me. And I lived with him for 5 years. But he didn't like Indians. He had nothing to do with them. I never had a problem being called an Indian. I always had a problem proving that I was an Indian because I could be anything I want but an American Indian because I'm a breed. So, because of Buffy St. Marie and all these other people that have done this, I have nothing. I can't even be who I am. I'm not allowed. But that's why Christ said, I am who I am. Yeah. Hey, thanks for, remember, Watts, I'm a Christian. No, I don't speak nothing but English. They would work with, yeah. I hunted this buffalo. I can't. Let's show you. I hunted this buffalo in my mother's honor. This goes to show. She died. She told me. She's telling me that she didn't want to be an Indian her whole life. These are my leggings as a boy. These are from I was 12, 13 years old buckskin leggings. Those are just goose feathers, but that's a pheasant. I just texted her right there. But I hunted that in my mother's honor because um, she always told me she didn't want to be. Didn't want to be an Indian. She wanted nothing to do with Indians. She said they were like her dad was so violent, um, so absolutely violent. Uh, but my grandpa didn't want me. That's the funny thing. When you're not even a human being Not even you're less than a human because everybody else has rights. Everybody else said, you know, black man got freedom, he got the right to vote. Asian man came, built uh, the railroads, and has 1 billion people, 4 billion people. Um, everybody had some kind of rights, but when you was an Indian, when John Wayne was shooting one shot and 4 Indians fell, I mean, there is no place for us. We didn't exist except in the westerns, if that makes sense. And then our fathers, I'm sorry, father, for saying father, our fathers abandoned us. Those that are true natives understand this, the alcoholism, the violence. My grandpa left me. He left us. He walked away. He left. A good deal. Oh, it's in your check too. Yeah, the race thing doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like, my grandpa learned to love me because I fished, hunt. That's all I did. I was the kid that fished and hunted. I didn't run around like the other kids. You know, even my great grandpa, on my dad's side, he was worked for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. He stocked mountain lakes with mule trains. He moved grizzly bears. My great grandpa he built Deer Creek Reservoir and the Island Boat Camp. He lost it all. He found gold. He discovered gold. He had jars full of gold. He just go pick up. Um, I know where Rhodes lost gold is, by the way. It's not with the Utes. Sorry, guys. There's a few things that they don't know. He found it. But I just wasn't like the rest of them because my grandma used to be sitting there with me when I was a kid, and she'd be like, she'd watching a Western on TNT, and she'd be like, Ricky, look what those savage Indians are doing to that white woman. My grandpa he'd go, Norma, you got one of those savages sitting right next to you. And I'd get up and laugh and run, run off. Thought it was so funny. My grandpa put a bowl on my head. I used to live in my teepee. My grandpa would come drag me out of the back, out of the oak brush from my teepee. He got sick of me living in my teepee. And so I'd take my mother's. I did this since I was a little teen kid. So my grandpa puts a bowl on my head, and he had the guy cut my hair. And I had long hair when I was a kid. It's the same thing. And he cut it right around. It was so hilarious. And I was so ashamed. So ashamed. Um, but that's what the Christians said because they listened to Paul. They weren't listening to the Lord. So I catch up with this. Okay, see, I met an American Indian chief who was a full outfit, touring Australia. Great person. He gave me new name White Eagle. It was not. Hopefully, he's still alive. I hope he is because so many have been lost. It's the untold story. But remember Dapple protest and what happened, and nobody cared. So it's just kind of like the Navajo reservation didn't have running water, and the world found it out, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, the Navajos have no water." It's horrible. I usually say I'm mostly Czech because my grandmother is and was my godmother. She is the only grandparent that was 100% anything. So if I claim that above all else, I don't really think it matters. Yeah, I mean, my grandpa was the same way, but I don't know the people. I don't know any of these people. I mean, my grandpa spoke Czech, still spoke it. He could say it, but he played the harmonica and stuff. But it was always like I just didn't get it. I just didn't understand. Being a Czech, I know it's the swinging Czechs is what I knew. Yeah, I respect that. I have no respect anymore for the people that are here that are destroying our own people because they're not allowing, just like the Dawes rolls, they're not allowing the lost part of the people to come back because I'm just a white man. I'm just a Jew. I'm just part India. I'm an Irishman, a Czech, quarter Czech. The half of me is there was a Native American grandpa that left us, and then there was a grandpa that was Czechoslovakian. The rest is just a mix, mix. Um, but I don't know any of these people, know any of them. My grandpa raised me, and he was a Czech, and he vowed to not have an Indian in his house, and he had an Indian in his house. It was hilarious. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. My brother beat me up all the time. Yeah, my mother, I took her $100 sheets out of the closet when we moved to Cedar City. My stepdad said, "Oh yeah, we're moving to Cedar City. There's gonna be mountains, big mountains everywhere." I wake up and I look at this red hill and these desert mountains. I was up there in northern Utah, up the Uintas and that, and I'm like, "Where's your mountains at?" I see a red dirt hill. Ooh. But I took my mom's sheets out because I had my teepee canvas up north, and one day I'll tell you about what happened. That was a bad time. And needless to say, I ruined my mother's $100 sheets in 1980, not 88, 87. $100 sheets now, that's like having like plush luxury sheets. I built a fire in my teepee. Yeah, get pissed. That's what I always did too. Yeah. Um, yeah, real Americans, but no, I'm not a stone. I'm not nothing. I'm nothing here. I'm a visitor in a place that doesn't make any sense anymore. This place makes no sense whatsoever. It screams to save the world and environment while it bulldozes everything and brings in hundreds, 20, 30, 40 million people and screams save the environment. I don't recognize this place anymore. The deer are gone. There's few deer left, few elk. I mean, everybody wants to hunt deer and elk, but then they scream the next day to build a subdivision and slaughter them all. They want to. I don't know this place. It makes no sense anymore. I got kids listening to rap, gangster, hoodlumism, and they're these little suburban white kids, and I'm like, do you know what it's like to be poor, you idiots? They don't even know who they are anymore. Nobody knows who anybody is in this place. That's because you're supposed to come to the Lord, be a citizen of the kingdom. You're not supposed to be a part of it. What I think about the Trump's administration, I think that Nikola Tesla, his work was destroyed by John Trump. I think Elon Musk and the Tesla is not a coincidence. I think that Trump is John Trump's nephew. And you had Tesla and Trump back in the White House. Kamala was a laughing stock. And remember, it was Kamala extract oil that took out President Rosalind before they went to the prison planet on Battlestar Galactica. That took out a dying president was Kamala extract. Just saying, Battlestar Galactica. A dying president, Joe Biden, that has cancer, by the way. Odd. But any administration that steals from the poor and gives to the rich, this country is doomed because it doesn't lift up the poor. The poor are number one. The last will be first, and the first will be last. And if your policies are not anti-war at all costs, and if your investors and your Wall Streeters and your monsters, the rich, are running this place, it doesn't matter who's in president. John Trump destroyed Tesla's work, and that's Donald Trump. It wasn't John Fishhead, fish, with Tusla. It was Tesla. Remember the Tesla burning in front of the Trump Tower? Somebody else gets it. Welcome to the shit show. It's all a lie. I'm not out protesting Trump because the sign of the trumpet shall sound, the dead shall rise. I don't care. I'm not here for that. But my feelings on any administration, if you don't lift up the poor first, you're not an administration. You're an organization. I belong to the kingdom of heaven. I don't belong to this place. Kamala was a laughing stock, and Biden was incoherent. It's all a lie. Throw out the migrants. I came here seeking a better life, and there's Americans don't have jobs. Americans are on the street poor. There's no wages. If you're a union worker and they bring in scabs to do your jobs, Remember, you COVID people wouldn't do anything. You remember that. You wouldn't come out of your basements. What they do, they open the border. There's a simple thing called supply and demand. It's okay to have people come pick your fruits. But ask the Mexicans in Mexico right now about the damn gringos. Factual, too. Throwing out migrants, they shouldn't have come here in the first place because they came for economics. That's no different than a scab crossing a line to get the job when the union says no more. We need more. We're not paid enough. There's not enough housing. There's not enough resources. And that's all supply and demand. Yeah, these are economic migrants. They will allow them to pick their fruits. They'll allow them to mow their lawns. Just like the California thing. Nurses and doctors trying to stop a man that's landscaping. That ICE is taking away. Landscaping is a good paying job. Americans should be doing it. As far as a pot farm, what the hell are you doing smoking marijuana anyways? That's like calling yourself a lead farmer. Hey, there's a bunch of migrants we brought in here to sniff chemicals and to pick pot for us because we're a bunch of rich jackasses. If that ain't racist, I don't know what is. Yep. Well, I'm going to tell you what Indians think about this. Nobody wanted any invasion from any other tribe. And the white man came like the stars, we chompy, the stars in the sky, the we chompy. And they took everything. Not one tribe wanted the invasion. Not one tribe wanted any other invasion from any other people. Why? Because of resources. It's mathematics. The more people that come, the more they take. Just saying. What do you think about that guy? Trump had more investment in Dapple, Enbridge. I know the facts. Time to take my inhaler. Yeah, Trump had investments in Enbridge. He shut down the Dapple protest. Yeah. So we know it's Trump thinks the same thing. He doesn't care. And there is no Indians left. There are no Indians. There's only groups of people calling themselves Indians. They're not a tribe. Well, this tribal recognition tribe. If you're not with Christ, you're burning. There's no point. There's no point in any of this stuff if you're not saved. What are you doing it for? You be a member of a tribe and not a member of the citizen of the kingdom of heaven. What are you doing here? Look up the Dapple protest. Dapple. Nobody cares. Not the left, not the right, not the insaniacs, not the people that attack me. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Highest rate of death, suicide, drug use. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And then in the meantime, they're just killing each other over whatever. Gangs and drugs on reservations. The poorest part of the country is American Indian Reservation. I guess that, yeah, man thought selling, distributing, and trafficking illegal substances would give him access to the narrow path. Now he's blocked. And that's been a war on the black community for decades due to the music industry throwing their souls to hell by calling their brothers fools. It's over. They massacred the Christian churches of the South, the main black community in the South, were some of the most respected Christians there ever was. and the music industry decided to promote rap, gangster rap, and all that, and it ruined it. Well, there's a large group of black men that are going to hell. They call their brothers fools. You're going to be judged by hellfire, in danger of being judged by hellfire, period. There's a large group of black men that have fallen for um, the music industry and the prison system, which set up the black population for prison. Because when you go back to the days of Martin Luther King, it was about love and forget. It doesn't matter what color we are. They couldn't handle that, so they threw them into um, crack cocaine and then into the prison system. So they're just waiting to go to prison and on the welfare system. It took the father out of the house. The black community was a very strong family oriented community. They're the holy rollers. They were in church every Sunday. I'm telling you what, just beautiful. Um, that was probably one of the biggest um, psychological operations ran on a people next to the American Indian, Native Americans. Native Americans had the worst. All policies are perfected on American Indian reservation. America is one big reservation. That's what it is. It's nothing different. And the policies that they derive, like protecting opium fields in Afghanistan, Vietnam was the opium triangle. They were there to the OxyContin outbreak, the distribution of synthetic heroines by the very medical community that's supposed to be saving us. It all goes back to they used the OxyContin on the white population to destroy them, and it did. It succeeded. It is literally since the white man is on its last leg. This is the end of the white man. They are going to disappear once and for all. And this is Voca's prophecy because they'll eventually meet their end. And it was willingly. It's willingly. It's kind of the weirdest thing to watch the white population deteriorate, running from the very ghettos that were created by the very people they put in charge, the old guys that set this system up. Um, they want the children for wars, of the white children. They want them for Marines. They want them for certain things, but they don't want them for anything else. They want them gone, producing white girls. The girls are commodity, just like Ukraine, where the white girls are. A lot of them. They always had an agenda here. They went after the black man. They went after the Asian man with opium. They went after the black man with crack, and now they're after the white man. Um, it's quite sad. They already destroyed the Indian man. Indian man's been destroyed for since the 1800s. This has been a genocide, purpose genocide, on the American Indian, um, and they've used their own people, tribes. We're like Europe. You have a tribe. You have the French, the British, the Germans. There was 500 nations here. Anybody says the American Indian, these are my people. They have no idea. They would have got a tomahawk and a scalping if they would have said that. Blackfoot versus a Sioux, Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, doesn't matter what band you're from, you would scalp each other in a heartbeat. You would run down, steal their children, burn their teepees. So, I mean, that's like saying Pawnee and Sioux were the same people. They're not. They're different language, different dialects. Algonquin dialect, the Aztecian dialect, which is the Comanche to the Utes to the Shoshones. Um, Nobody gets it. They don't get it. So when they lump in Native people together, and you see how this fifth estate from Canada, the Crees and the Blackfeet up there, who cares who you are? You're basically going into France and telling them, and you're a frickin' from Finland, coming down here and telling the French they're not French. Well, we know that it's shut up. It's a disaster, but it's all genocidal. Everything's genocidal because they portrayed the Indian man as a dumb, Indian. It's what they always did. Kalijah, the cigar Indian, stand in front of the store. But the white man's next. Like the Paiute prophet Wovoka said, he said, don't hate the white man because it'll only delay his end. But there's innocent in the white man. Um, yeah, the reservations are prisoner war camps. It was all set up for destruction. The only way I would shed a tear if my tears were made out of something that would keep the fire. Don't worry about those people that did these things. Vengeance is mine, says that the Lord. It's all over. They're dead everywhere. They're dying. They're dead. It's sick. The carnage is beyond comprehension. How many people are just literally dead, spiritually dead here? You're walking in a sea of dead people. Um, that's why you can't be angry about the Indian Wars. If you're Indian, you can't be angry about what these people have done because they're demons. They're not people. Don't throw your seeds as a Christian into the rocks and into the weeds. You plant the seeds of Christ in the fertile ground. And the way, just trust me. People, I've watched the judgment of the Lord on earth now. It's not, they drop like that. The day you forgive them, forgive them. Because whatever they did to you, they're living rent free in your head. When you forgive them, you wash your hands clean of them. And if you don't forgive them, they're living in you. They're living in you. You want nothing to do with these people. Wash your hands of them. Forgive them. Wash it clean. Because that is, to have any of them attached to you, these wicked demons, is only going to destroy you. And that's the final goal of Satan, is to do what these bad people do. You call bad people, it's demons. They did that to you to make sure they're trying to stop you from reaching the highest, your highest, I'd say, kingdom, but to get to the kingdom of heaven. They don't want you in the Lord's kingdom. And the devil wants to get to these people to get to you. That's what they're after. Like these demons that come on here. I just showed you 2 demons, okay? The guy's name is a demon. Before that was a demon. I just showed the demons. I seen the black line. Trust me. You don't want these people. You want to forgive them. You don't want, they're not people. These are demons. They're possessed. You're not dealing with the human being that's inside that thing. Get away from it. Forgive them. Just forgive them. Go to your knees, forgive them. Repent for your sins. Because you want to be clean. You don't want to be these people that did, and those of you that's been touched by other people, forgive them. Done. Don't let them destroy you. They're living in you rent free. To be with the Lord, I am with the Lord, and the Lord's with me. You can't have another thing inside you. That thing that walked through this, it came to my house. You there's a witness there. You witness this. It walked by because it can't get to me. But there's others that can. Yeah. Don't get any, exactly like Cookbook said, don't get any of this place on you. You have to divorce this place. You cannot reach heaven unless you divorce this. I'm in the stars already. I'm done. I'm going back up to where I was out to wait for the Lord, like I did October 7th. You look, you see the stab on the side. I have the spearhead on my leg. I just showed you this. This is the same as the Lord Yeshua had. That's the spearhead, okay? I have you can see the marks. Can you see the marks on my head? From the scars, that's what the crown was, all the way through my eyebrow there. I know the Lord. I know what he goes through. I know what he went through. This is a pain in my butt every day. It hurts. It's constantly. It's my right side, by the way. Don't say it's my left. It's my right. You can't get any of this place on you. The devil's got you. Forgive them. That's why they're not supposed to live rent free on you. Yeah, forgive them all. Yeah, you have to. Anybody that did anything to you, forgive them. It's over. I wish. Hello, Mike. There's nothing you can do unless you forgive them. You can cut their eyeballs out, skin them alive, put them on a wagon wheel, light them on fire, stake them to an ant bed, a red ant bed. Nothing you do is going to make it right, because that being, the creature, lives in you. It's with your soul. It never got you. You until you forgive them, they have no control over you. Once you forgive them, it's over. They don't own you anymore. You no more want this world on you. When you're going up in the sky, you don't want nothing to do with this place. This is a lie. It's a joke. These people, these creatures are deceived. Half of them are, they have a demon in them. You don't want nothing to do with these people. Blessed love, who's coming back? Don't kid yourself, you're coming back. No, no. If you're coming back, if you screw up, you keep doing this, you're gonna be back. You'll be back. You'll be back until you get the lesson through your head. I came back because I didn't know the Lord. The shepherd, the Lord leads you to God. There's no way to get to God without the Lord. I wasn't a sheep. I was a wolf. Wolves die. They eat each other. They die. It's horrible. Sheep are led by a shepherd. Wolves kill each other. They don't care. You put a wolf in another wolf's territory, find out what happens. Yeah, all that's forgivable, and you don't want that, because that person may have had that happen to them too. And we had that talk today because somebody in the family was dating somebody that did do that to another, to a 15-year-old. Um, so it's out of your hands. Yeah, let it go. Forgive them. You, if you don't forgive what happened, and you did forgive them, what they did is they did. What they did, they did. You were involved in it. But realistically, you'll become that. Most of the time, somebody that had something happen to them as a child, they become the molester. This is a learned behavior too. So, but if the church is going to teach them the right thing and saying, "Hey, listen, whatever happened, just remember, forgive this and let it go, because this world's a lie, and your governments are lies, and uh, everything that they tell you is a lie. Money doesn't really exist. You're not supposed to be living for that anyway. You live in the spirit, not the flesh. And if you don't forgive them and they don't forgive you, or you repent to you, or come say they're sorry, to a repentance of some sort, you can just forgive them, and it's on them. And from that day forward, it doesn't matter what they did. If they come to break in your house, you blow their legs off. Okay, you take them right out at the hip. If you're willing to die for that to protect your family, and you're willing to kill for that, that goes to you and the Father, directly to the Father. The Father will decide. If you go kill a man that did something, you go shoot him dead, the Lord's revenge. Revenge is mine, saith the Lord. It's not ours. So you have to let the Lord take care of it. And oh, believe me, just trust me. If they don't get forgiven, and they're not truly repenting, oh boy, yeah, it is not fun. I've witnessed this firsthand. The Lord's vengeance is, I mean, it's something that you can't fathom. Yeah. Anger issues that may have come from not having a dad around to help raise him. Yeah. I mean, and they could have been, somebody else could do the same thing to him. So you don't believe Jesus is setting up his kingdom here on earth, as he says. Yeah, no, I never say that now. So this is where you're getting really confused. You seek the Father's kingdom first. You're supposed to be living like the kingdom here on earth. The Lord told you, not Paul. You seek the Father's kingdom first. And if you're supposed to be living here, you're supposed to be doing the Father's will here on earth. You're not supposed to be doing any of this capitalist or communist bull crap. Yeah, I hope he does too, because you don't want to pay for that. No, and there's no marriage in heaven either. What I was told is, when you meet your first love, you see your first love, that infatuation you feel. So that's just sexually driven to a point here. And the reason why is because of procreation. What happens is all that feeling of euphoria that you have, like your first love, the passion, that's why I call it the passion of Christ. You feel that euphoria, the dopamine hit in every second of the afterlife. It's like the greatest feeling you could ever. Your dad, coming home from work and you haven't seen him in a while. Your every great emotion you could imagine here. It was set up in the program. It's called a program, anyways. It's called the circle of life, or you can say um, the way things are. Okay, all that was set up for the emotions, and dopamine hits were set up for certain activities, and they all had a purpose. Some things didn't work out right. When you die, all that goes to be near the Lord, to be near God, the Father, and be near the kingdom, to be going up. It all comes rushing back. It's the most amazing feeling to feel everything that's ever been good, exciting, adrenaline rush. It's something, it's amazing. It's like this, it's a euphoria. But that's where getting high is too, is you're killing yourself and you're feeling a little bit of the euphoria. Not for the damned, though. I'm sorry for those of you that are Satanists that have come here with your demon shadow in my room. It's over for you. I can't help you. But the rest of us, that's what it's about. Yep. Safe and Love Cookbook's been there. You feel the most amazing. I thought 100-year-old man. I hope you feel the same way. It's just getting over that hump. It's that first, I'm gonna die. Um, but they've all died now. There's the generations before, they've all died. So we can look back and say, hey, who were they? We loved them, and they all died. So we're headed for that too. Um, but there's a large portion of this 8.5 billion people that are doomed. They're not going anywhere but to hell. There's nothing you can do for them, and it's not just, you're talking about the Great Divide. You're talking about the majority of humanity that's ever been here. Yeah. Well, smoking's a bad thing, but you're gonna get COVID and die just the same, like my boss. So anyway, those of you cookbooks, you're here. I love you. I know the cookbook personally. Those of you that came, showed up for the show, you devils, demon worshippers, please repent. Now listen to my words, explain, and I am who you think I am. Thank you for showing up, you two, KD, KYD, um, you guys that showed up. There haven't been, you got a lot of talking. You've done some talking too. Bless has done some talking here. Um, Yank, forgive touchers, stigmates, it says, I don't know what you're talking about. Um, yeah, I don't know what that means. Edge, I think the AI will be the downfall of society. The AI is going to destroy society. You're 2.6 seconds away from the destruction of this whole place. Um, it's happened before; it'll happen again. Is what you'd say. Yeah. Yeah. CBD, THC, by setting a quit date. So I'm just going to continue to stay strong and stay strong. It's a good idea because I quit smoking. I had a mass amount of mucus. I ended up in the hospital. It was suffocating me by not smoking because I have what they call, it's a allergy asthma, very dangerous. Um, when I don't smoke, my allergies go berserk to where it drowns me. I can't breathe, but I have severe shortness of breath and COPD stuff going on, and asthma. But I've also lived through HANA virus, which long-term effect of HANA is shortness of breath and something to do with the small air sacs, airways. No excuses, but just saying that cigarette smoke saved my butt with COVID. I know that for a fact. But people say it's not. Well, it did me. It may not be the standing order, but those of us that did smoke didn't get the damage. Those that didn't smoke that I know did get the damage. A couple of my friends, one of my friends is dying from long COVID right now with the just lungs gone. My lungs were clear as a bell. I suffocated over and over again, but the brain shut down the uh, lungs. So yeah, neurological. And anybody doesn't believe in that, it's a cardiovascular neurological disease. Um, I haven't tried any herbal I usually just quit, and then I end up in catastrophic drainage. We tried. I tried one of those things everybody's telling me to take. One of the followers, faithful, actually sent a bag of that had a certain generic, or not generic. It was a natural herb, but I had polyps, severe polyps, and I had to have surgery done. Um, it's it kills me. It just the not smoking. I'm dead. I'm just dead. I I don't know. I don't know why. It's like you guys witness this that are faithful. I quit smoking and I die. I mean, they got oxygen masks on me. I'm albuterol. I have to hit my inhaler 4 times. Just to get to the door to get to the hospital. I mean, I have to use a nebulizer when I quit smoking. They said, "Oh, that's because your lungs are healing, so you're producing." And I'm like, "No, that's not the case." Listen to this. That's just that. This is a good cough compared to most. I gotta quit, but we'll see what God has in store. I don't really think I'm gonna be here much longer. Um, I don't really know if I'd like to be here much longer either. I'm not suicidal. It's just it's time to go. This is getting out of control. I walked outside. I talked about the sound of the trumpets. Trumpet shall sound. I was really mad on a video. I walk outside and there's a freaking horn blaring. Blood mingled with fire comes burns a third of the earth. Um, I don't know if I want to be here for this cataclysmic event. I think I'd rather be up in the sky personally, leaving my wife. You know, when God takes me, hopefully it's tonight. Let's put it that way. I have a friend, another guy I watch. He doesn't even think he's going to be here. Won't say what he's got. Disease. This is for you, old guy, 100-year-old guy. He's got a disease too. He's not talking about. I I work in the night like a thief in the night. I mean, my personal opinion: if I don't wake up in the morning here on this earth and I'm up in the sky, I'm good. I'm great. I'm. God's already told me this doesn't matter anymore. Don't even. If I take you today, I take you tomorrow. If you don't preach, I'll flood Texas. Okay, it happened. If I don't preach on Facebook or here, I flood Texas. So I'm not here to actually. Oh, this is Acts, please. The faithful. So we're going to talk about that real quick. I don't have a duty here anymore. My duty. When I get to that point, you get to the point where I'm preaching the Lord's word, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm be happy with that. But the faithful. I don't like Acts. I'm just telling you. I hate Romans worse. Just don't like Romans. Acts 4:31. The faithful give all to the church, and when they had prayed, the place was shaken where they were assembling together, and they were all filled with the Holy Ghost, and they spake the word of God with boldness. And a multitude of them that believed were of one heart and one soul. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed with his own, but they had all things common, and with a great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ, and great grace was upon them all. Neither was there any among them that lacked, for as many as we professed or possessors of land or house sold them, and brought the pieces of the things that were sold, and laid them down at the apostles' feet. Oh my gosh. Paul. Shut up, Paul. Why didn't somebody shut Paul up? They went and said all their stuff and laid that money at the feet of the church. At the feet of the apostles that watched Jesus. Do you know what they were doing when they were crucifying him? I don't know him. Nope, don't. No, that's Jesus of Nazareth. No, I didn't come with him. No. Shut up, Paul. Do you see what I'm talking about? Those either not with the Lord Yeshua. They sold everything and gave and laid the money at the feet of the apostles. Oh my gosh. What is he going to do now? What is his next freaking move? Paul, what did you do? And distribution was made unto every man according to his need. And Joseph, and Joseph, who by the apostles was surnamed Barnabas, which is being interpreted the son of consolation, and a Levite, and of the country Cyprus, having land, sold it, and brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. The apostles, it's not the apostles' business to do that. The Lord warns you. He warns you, rich man. He warns all of you. You took it and sold all that land, and then the apostles distributed it to each man according to his works. You're not even supposed to give the poor, know what the left hand, the right hand's doing, the left hand's doing. The Lord told you what to do, you idiots. The Lord told you to sell your stuff and give to the poor. The Lord told them that. The Lord said, don't tell anybody about, don't even show in your face you're fasting. Shut up, Paul. That's what Paul did. Give all to the church. Paul is he's the enforcer. The gospel of the apostles is what the churches go by. The gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. The word will never pass. They were supposed to go preach the word, all the things Christ had taught them, not what they decide to make up. Yep. Thank you, blessed. That would take a miracle. But I'm not ready for that kind of miracle. I'm numb to this place now. I've witnessed too much. Literally, I'm telling you, do you see that? I have to live with this every day. Enough's enough here. I mean, as soon as he says, stop breathing, you see what these people do here. Are you an Indian or Weird Al Yankovic? This is the most egregious sin. This whole place is the most egregious place. I don't want to muck through this anymore. I want to do my job, but I need to stay long enough to get the last sheep back to the Lord. I need to stay here long enough to get the churches straight to where they can say, oh, this has been wrong on every level. What is that tradition? Who brought that up? I need to stay till God himself cancels me here, because I've already died. I'm just afraid of that moment. I'm just afraid, and I don't even understand why. It's like the stupidest thing in the world. Why would you be afraid when you was dead? I was afraid to come back. I wasn't afraid to be dead. Yeah. This world's going to burn. Don't worry about pollution. It's over. It's already ended. It's just a matter of realizing it. But don't look to the damned. Don't look to those that are the goats. Don't look to the hirelings that are they're in the churches that are leading their flocks. Don't look at those. Listen to those that are being led by the hirelings that throw the faithful to the wolves when they come. Take a big look around. Look around, and realize that these people that are polluting and doing this stuff, they don't care. The Lord's coming back for them directly. Period. Done. Come back. Those who serve mammon, they're going through that big wide gate. And the Lord says, come this way to salvation, the little narrow gate. Live in the spirit, not in the flesh. You're not a part of this place. You're a citizen of the kingdom that comes, but you have to seek the Lord's kingdom first. I know, I've been there. I know what it looks like. The walls, the doors. A little much, I would say. But the Armani looking stuff, it's just, it's a whole place. It's a whole place. You all would be happy there, probably. I'm just like, I have to go there anyways. So, but there's not deer and teepees and buffalo, and it's not like the prairie that and the mountains. It's literally, it's the kingdom. It's his. But there's something else up there. I know it just can't be just his kingdom, because it's just whoa. And my mother would be excited walking through there, walking through the halls and seeing these big doors, great big doors, big Roman like pillars and stuff. I mean, she'd love it. Marble, white. It's like this white, and but the streets of gold comes here. Remember that? Yeah. Sometimes I tell people I came from supernova because I have had dreams of flying through space next to ancient iron. You're the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have to go the Milky Way. It's going to be quite the interesting journey. We call it the journey of the spirit world. Was our journey. That's why we put our dead up on platforms so they'd be able to be accepted. That's why we open the animal's chest to let the spirit leave. Yeah, because you're going to go up and wait. If you go to the Father's kingdom, you did great. If you know the Lord and He guides you there, that's great. But if not, you're going to be in the sky with me. My pain guide me to pain. My pain guide me to pain. I don't know what that means there, blessed. You'll be going through that to the it's space. It's just it is what it is. I mean, I've been there. It's something that it's going to go so quick. It's nothing. I mean, the speed of light has nothing up on the speed Christ left with either. So, just, I mean, you're going to be feeling awe, just like with my kids. I'm mom, dad, I can't leave my kids. And God said, no, it's fine. They're fine. It's okay. So when you get there, me looking at human eyes, I'd be like, hey, you know what? I don't really like Jerusalem. I don't like this city, desert, environment. I come from this place. Like God told me, this is not suitable. There's nothing there to eat. You don't belong to this. This is where my traditional ways ended, because like he said, unless the buffalo or the deer or elk are there, unless you're eating these creatures that eat the grass and eat this stuff, you can't live there. You had to eat the fish. He says, you're not eating any of that stuff in heaven. So then I'm like, okay, well, then I went through this gate, through this door, and I was dead, I was sick, and I went through this door, and there was a big Armani things my mother loves so much in the middle of these hallways. And there was big doors, and everybody was running from me inside there, because I was up at this roof, I seen his kingdom. It's gorgeous. It's not the streets of gold. I mean, you could explain it. It's his house is huge. And then I went outside and there was a lion standing there looking at me. And then the funny thing is, you want to know like the hilarious thing is, I actually seen excavators up there, and I was like, "That's not true. No, no, no. That was just a dream." And then God said, "Do you think that I didn't invent those things too? You do what you do because I invented you in my image. Did you not get the memo? No, I didn't. I didn't. Kind of cool, I thought. But everybody's running because I wasn't supposed to be there. It was cool. Those were like luminescent purple rocks. I didn't see. I have to remember back. I didn't see much color. It's described. They got a description of it, but I saw mainly just marble, like this white. The temple that comes, or the kingdom that comes, is going to be different. Streets of gold, land of milk and honey. Um, it was like amethyst. Yeah, they talk about all the. He talked about all the jewels that was going to be coming with the kingdom. Yeah, all the different rocks and jewels and gems. And that's why I have lots. This is what I do. I mean, this is all the quartz and stuff. But it's like I spend my time, looking for rocks and gems and all that stuff. And I found spinels here in Utah too. Yeah, I know that the when this kingdom comes, it's gonna be like, yeah. Um, no, that's good. Yeah, find somebody who suffers as much. Really know what it's like to be a fish out of water and suffer constantly. Yes. So I had Lyme's disease too. Fifth case to Utah, severe Lyme's disease, and then I had hantavirus. Same year I died. These two things with COVID, it's tough. It's tough. Suffering here on the earth, I don't even want to be here anymore. It's not suicidal. It's not just. It's just yearning for Zion. I want to go. I want to go. I hate to leave my wife, but I hear what you're saying. Blessed. It's. I left with my little children as their only parent. I died, and I didn't want to come back because once you're there, it's so much better. What's up, John Redcorn? Eduardo Paz. It's not burnt corn. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I will talk to you. I refuse to eat dog, though, and the cats keep the mice out of crops, fields, yeah, and gardens. Trust in God. Trust in just getting out of here, bro. I'm gonna get out of here. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And go outside. Was just talking about if God takes us tonight, the Lord takes us tonight. It's gonna be a pretty good time. If we stay another week of this life, God said no more. Or keep staying. You got to do more. But man, if He takes us out of here, hopefully in our sleep. The cookbook just got an accident today. Um, I sure wish there was teepees in heaven. At least I wish there was mountains and grass and lakes and this new heaven, new earth comes here to this earth, and this is what'll be better is this kingdom when it comes here. But in the time being, we're not hunting buffalo or deer. I got to go do my hours of work tomorrow to get my deer tag, but there won't be deer hunting. There won't be any fishing. That sucks, but we'll be content. Just saying. Yep. Thanks for watching. I'll see you. Even if they are grown, yeah, there'll be nothing. We're not going to be doing anything up there like that. You're not going to eat the flesh of everything anymore. You're going to have the energy of the world. So thanks for watching.